Welcome everybody to the stretch run. It is Oldy and my buddy Chris Walsh. Here we have Laurel going off right now. Keeneland race 5 in 4 minutes. Welcome, Chris.
Also, hey, Ollie, how's it going? Hello, Scott, Andy, Alan. Good to see you all in the chat. Hope you all had a good week. We'll see if we can replicate the success of last week and find some winners for you guys. Looks like Oldie has his Gulfstream Park pick 6. They have a mandatory today.
It's nice to see them going back to doing the mandatories on bigger days. Today is the Florida Sire Stakes Day at Gulfstream. So there's like 3 or 4 Florida Sire stakes in this late pick 5 / mandatory payout pick 6 grouping. I'm a little concerned in race 8 about taking the outside horses, but they're not as far outside as they sound because there were a lot of scratches in that race. But you know, we can get to Laurel race 6. Laurel has yet to produce a favorite winning today. Let's see where we are here. They're nearing the gate. Anything you like at Laurel race 6 right now?
You're probably going to be surprised, but the answer is no.
I know you don't like anything at Laurel typically.
No, it's just not a fun place for me.
The 3, the long shot looks interesting to me here. You have the top SOR also, and you know if the 6 matches anything else, which it doesn't, but the 3 looks interesting to me, as does the 5 here, who should be up on the lead. So 3-5 for me here.
3-5, huh? Let me grab.
The system will let me get the player up here so we can share this tab. Here we go.
Late pick 5 wager. Sways in my DNA. A lot of sense. Vote them all out. I run. Long live
and
now.
As well, Chris, you know, we have a few races before the larger multis get started at Woodbine, so we may want to think about some pick 3s at Woodbine leading into race 7 there.
A lot of sense. 5-2. Second finish. And they're off. Awkward break there for a lot of sense. Well last. Vote them all out in Mineola Mike for the early advantage, and Sways in my DNA and Federal Offenses up close, and I run sent through on the inside as they try to sort out of the pace. I run down to the inside now trying to go on with it. In between horses, Federal Offenses grabbed a narrow lead. Vote them all out of the far outside. Mineola Mike is right there. Sways in my DNA now is in between horses and pushing along into 3rd position as they move down the back stretch. Moon Sign is followed next by Long Live Now, and a lot of sense with a lot to do after that awkward break is last at about 11 lengths off the speed. Heading for the turn, I Run is the leader. I Run by a half length. Federal Offense Sways in my DNA. Then it's Mineola Mike racing 4th on the outside as they round that far turn. A lot of senses work there between horses within 5 lengths of the pace. Moon Sign 3 deep on the turn. Vote them all out. Rail and Long Live Now last of them all. 3 furlongs to go. I Run, Federal Offense, Mineola Mike on the outside right there, and Sways in my DNA going to tip off the inside the 2 path as they turn in, followed by Moonsign, who's got a shot 2 wide open affair as they turn for home 5 across the track. Federal Offense.
How good was that too?
And here comes Moon, and a lot of sense in between horses. A lot of sense. A lot of sense is found room between horses. The inside, vote them all out. A lot of sense. On the inside, vote them all out. Outside, Long Live Now. There's a 16th to go. It's the second wire
Caught
finish.
Up to him at the
vote
end
them
there.
all out on the inside. A lot of sense. And Long Live Now. Vote them all out.
Vote them all out. That's a good idea.
that was an emphatic call. All right, so we have
Blinkers
a
off.
lot of action coming up here. So Gulfstream is 5 minutes away. Again, here's my my pick six ticket here. I was, looks like the 9 just scratched too. Wonderful. And the 3, they both scratched. What's going on there? And the 4. Am I seeing this right, or is this just an E glitch? Hold on.
Let me look.
No, they're all back there. It was just a glitch. All right, so Mish, solid favorite here. There is a lot of pace, and Mish has stopped recently. You have a bunch of, if I pull this out, you have the 9, who's a money bag horse here at 9, currently sitting at 9-2. His wins over 56s and 60s, with grade 3 placed. The 3, has been close in many of these races. I use the 1 Doc Aimster, who's your second choice, but only 7%. And the 4 Central Park, the long shot there. And I will say that, that the other horse that's at least a little bit interesting is this 8 horse class. As it freezes on me there. There we go. Leg 2, the 5 and the 9 are your, so the 5 is your top pick, top pace, or second pick, top pace, top win percentage. Is a little bit down there in SOR, which is for me why this horse wasn't a single. Crichton won by 7 lengths last time out, but easy trip. Classic Car Wash was on the Derby trail. Definitely has a class advantage here. Seems to be working well for Cassie. Your long shot, the 4, here I thought had a chance. Has beaten 60s. This is a group of 64s. And then the system also liked the Rudy Rodriguez horse, the 2, with Vasquez aboard, not aboard. The 11 and 12 here, top 2 picks. The 11 is most likely a single. My only concern here was a little bit the pace scenario, and that's why I added the 12 here for Joe Sharp. Does get the 24 points in GSR back, or in this case 19, but goes back to his preferred surface as well. And then the 5 big and classy, that's Alfredo's pick and again, this is second pick, top win. That was his pick. He put that out on Twitter today from Hippica. And also he does some shows with Scotty. The 9, the long shot, I thought was very interesting here from off the pace. And then the 17 delivers your top pick, who has a class advantage here. I know I'm rushing through this, guys, to try to get us there before they go off.
1 minute to post.
All right, the 7, top pick, 56%, top GSR, top SOR, not top pace, but is tactical. The 4 Delgado, going to suck some value out of this ticket most likely with that horse, but there just is, much like the win percentage indicates, there's just not much in this race.
I like the 9 there.
I was going to say I can't take 5-2 on the 9, who doesn't ever get home and is still a maiden.
He's only run twice. And he was running in New York.
Out on the 9 is this horse doesn't get home. I realize it's second time Clement, but Manny's just as good of a jockey as Zayas.
Maybe he just doesn't like New York.
Maybe. Don't tell Mattingly that, the long shot. He might not be happy if they don't like New York. And then I was all but one here in the last. I thought this 13 horse was a little interesting for Safi on the outside with the huge GSR at 12-1. So watch out for that horse on the synthetic. And the 2, also a little interesting, not amongst the picks, but there did seem to be a lot of pace here as well.
Well, the 2 is on its form cycle to win next out.
Yes, the 2 should win on its form cycle. You're correct, and did win 2 back on the synthetic against Easier by 9. So the
I don't
source
think that
gets it.
13's got to go. It's too far out there.
Again, though, not 13th.
I know it's still
Yeah.
the furthest.
But on synthetic, you can do that. That's the difference. And I know I'm rushing here. Let's get to the track.
Hello, Buffalo Mike. Hello, Leslie. Thanks for joining.
Got the sound on here. Any thoughts on anything you like other than the 9 where I singled the 7?
I am this race here and doing a double the 4. No, not the 4. What was it? Because I was going to use the 2, 5, and 9 in the next. And let me go back and look over here. The 1. Try and beat Mish with the 1.
I'd love to beat Mish here for sure.
I think this 8 might, this first off the Crichton claim here might be able to do something. I don't think it can necessarily win, but might certainly spice up your exacta. It is taking money.
It is 1-for-1 at the distance.
Getting a weight break as well.
And the 4 is 2-for-2 at the distance.
Yeah, the 4 was another one, and the 4 had good works too.
Yeah, I like the 4. I use the 4 here. And if this was wasn't a mandatory payout, race I'm using Mish. I would probably drop Mish here if I didn't like Mish.
Rainbow Six Pool on its way to $300,000. It starts here with race 6.
Wow, that's a small Rainbow Six pool in my mind.
Yeah, well, it was only 50,000 going in,
Yeah.
which is why I was wondering why they were doing a mandatory today. Hello, Tony. Welcome.
You're welcome, guys. Please hit the like and subscribe for us while we're waiting here. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, we're going to have, I don't have details to give out because Scotty and I haven't had a chance to talk, but there's going to be, for anybody with, most likely with a monthly subscription, there's going to be a great promo coming for the Breeders' Cup. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully you'll see something from Scotty, myself, Chris, all of us in the next few days on that. And my guess is we get about 500,000 into the pool by the time they finish circling.
Yeah, probably.
I did like that this sequence was 5 dirt races.
Yeah.
And only one synthetic. If we're, a lot of, lately they've been running a lot of synthetic because of the rain, just as scheduled.
It'll be nice when the turf comes back there.
The turf course is looking nice from what I've seen on the feeds. A Bleeders Cup? What, did they not get Lasix? Buffalo Mike?
Sounds like Buffalo Mike needs Lasix.
Don't we all, though? Don't we all?
All right. So what do you have here? You've got the
13479.
13479.
The horses are at the gate. The Rainbow Six pool over $400,000. It'll get close to, if not over, $500,000 as we have wagering money still to come in, but the horses are getting ready to move in. Heavily favored is the Gray Mish from the barn of Safi Joseph Jr. Edgard Zayas up for C2 Racing.
So today's the day that the computer players can actually play this at 20 cents.
Okay.
They can't play it. They have to play it at 40 cents when it's non-mandatory. That way they can't steal the pool. That was a big jump.
I'll show you my Keeneland Pick 5 ticket in a minute, but you don't want to single the one. I want to single the one there. I think that field sucks. To be honest, maybe the 5 is really good. You've been right a lot.
Field is in line. Ready. Time for the Rainbow Six. Good luck.
Let's finish this out and then we'll discuss it.
And they're off. Clean and smooth beginning for this big favorite Mish, but he'll be taken on for the early lead by Central Park, who's on the go. These two get acquainted, and down at the rail, Doc Amster is now third. Black Belt is on the far outside. Working between horses is 333, and Morgan Point is at the rail. Then back to Float On, and Coppermaster is last of the 8 as they make their way to the opening quarter.
Yeah, there was a 1-point pace advantage.
This Diaz Jr.
difference between Mish and Central
Mish is
Park.
in a flanking position in second. Moving out the rail, Doc Amster is now third. Black Belt is fourth. Morgan Point in amongst rivals while racing in fifth. 5 ahead of Float On. Then it's 333. And still at the back is Coppermaster. They round the far turn through a 22-2 opening quarter. Mish now makes a narrow lead. Central Park is back at him from the inside. 3 wide. Black Belt is on the go here for Sonny Leone. Doc Amster is close enough, if good enough. He needs a way through. Back to 5th and Morgan Point. On from 6. It's Float On. Mish the leader. They went 45 seconds flat for the opening half mile, and Mish comes off the turn 2 on top. Central Park is still second. Doc Amster finds room, but he now has 3 lengths to find. Outside in Black Belt, there's an 1/8 of a mile to go. Zayas calling on the classy son of Field Commission. Mish, an 1/8 of a mile from home, and 5
Mish
on top.
Doc
Amster rallies into second from Black Belt and Float On, but the favorite wins at 1-2. Mish is in front. Mish to win by 3 in the end. Doc Amster second, Black Belt third, Float On fourth, then Central Park in 123 and 4.
Well, that's better than how we started last week at Keeneland. We lost to a like $187 horse or something.
Nice. Well, all right. So we were talking about. Let me just get my bearings here. We have 5 minutes or 10 minutes to Woodbine, 14 to Laurel, and we're 39 minutes from the opener at Santa Anita. So let's look at. We're talking about Keeneland. Pull up the right tab here, and that would get out of my way. There we go. So Tony mentioned that he wouldn't single the 1 here in race 6 at Keeneland.
Race 6 at Keeneland.
I mean, it's not that a horse like the 3 can't win here. But he said he likes the 5, Dr. Vankman, for Mark Glatt, shipping into Keeneland.
I like the 6 a bit and the 4. But what are Keeneland? Let me go over there. What's the 1? 5-2, not taking as much money. We got 17 minutes to Keeneland, so we'll have to come back and see what happens there.
I mean, that this is a non-graded stakes race. The 1 should get an easy lead, but doesn't need it. As you know, won the Indiana Derby not on the lead.
Mm-hmm.
Over the 4. I think that the price difference between the 1 and 4 is too high. The 5's taking all the money.
for now. I mean, it's still early.
Is this the type of race Mark Glatt wins? I guess is the question.
Not sure about that.
Five is a stake source. Tony, you're right, but you see my note on the 5 was, is it a stake source? And I believe this was on the air. If you go back and look at the date, we covered this and your answer was no when I wrote that note on the air.
Probably. I think I do recall that. Yeah. I do recall that now. I don't know about Mark Glatt shipping out there, though.
Yeah. That's fine. I'm happy if the 5 takes all the money there. All right, so let's talk about Woodbine. This is my Woodbine tab. We're at Woodbine race 5, all maidens. We're 7 minutes from there. Anything you like
The 7
at Woodbine? You like the 7 Matoli Power?
Mm-hmm.
Good workouts?
Good workouts. Sophia, I'll take a chance on that one.
All right, so let's do a $6 or a $1 big pick 3 here. See what the system comes up with for us. You like the 7. Why is the 9? Cassie, that's why. How are the works on the 3 Master Aragon? The long shot.
Good. 3 stars.
All right, so let's just add there. I think you gotta either drop the 9 here, right? Or drop the 9 here. 10's got to win at the distance. Let's see what we have here. 10's top SOR. 1 is top pace.
What's the 4?
4 in race 6.
Yeah.
Is 1%.
1 for 17. Yeah, no go on the 4.
The 3, the long shot. 1 4 back for Cassie was claimed. Here is 12%, 20 to 1 on the morning line. Has no speed at all.
Yeah, you're right. It's going to be way back.
So what about this 1 who's 14%? 56. I mean, not beating 56s and 54s. There's some class on this 5 horse, but it looks like it, at that level may need the lead.
What about the 8?
Vivid Vixen. Beat 4.
1 for 21. Moving on.
How about the 7? Last out winner. Granted against 38s. Gets a 4-point bump in GSR here. Won by 8.5 last time out. But granted, coming off a layoff and moving from Kevin Attard to Tino Attard. Is it Tino or Tina? Tino, yeah, I'm right.
That could be useful. I mean, it's only run twice.
Yeah, or the 10 who has a win over 46s, been facing better on synthetic, or the win came on synthetic, but has been running on turf. Could get in the 3 to 1, 4 to 1 range there. Thoughts?
I think I'm just going to do a double here. 7 to the 2 girls. 3 and no, not to the 2 girls. I'm going to use the 3 and That's 7.
Okay, you're going to use the 3 and the 7. I'm going to use the 2 lightly raced horses there. Keep in mind, I put this in for $1, so that's why it's expensive. So I'm going to go 3, 6, 7, 10, 7, 6, 9. I'm going to pick 3.
Go back to the 6, race 6 again. Who was the one that only ran twice?
The 7.
Yeah.
Queen Gypsy.
Yeah, so let's see if we can catch the Mitoli Power 7 with 3, 7.
All right, let's go for that.
Hey, Razor, what's going on, man?
Razor, shout out. Razor, you excited for the Breeders' Cup? You know, and Chris, I'm just going to say this out loud, but I have not seen nearly the buzz that we've seen in past. I don't know if there's just no, let's say no big horse in the Classic, that it's not garnering the buzz, or what the reason is.
It's still a couple of weeks away, but have fun, Razor. I've been to several Breeders' Cups at Santa Anita. It's a great place to see the best horses. That's for sure.
Let me add that, and we should give some publicity for our friend Razor here. He has an interview coming up with Bob Baffert.
Oh,
that he's going to be putting on the air. So please, guys, check out Razor. He has a unique opportunity to get to know Bob a little bit and provide the community with a great interview. So, like I said, check Razor's stuff out. He's doing great work and doing it on a daily basis. And Chris, we know how hard this is to do once a week.
Mm-hmm.
And, Razor's doing this 4 or 5 times a week. So many props from me, Razor, on that, and looking forward to hearing your interview with Bob.
When is your interview, Razor? Let us know.
And did I put the sound on? I don't think I did since we were talking. There we go.
Flash in the sky. And Birch Bark, the chestnut, to gate 5.
All right, let's get to 7.
Courage to come up, but she does not seem to want to oblige. But she has anyway, and now Catch the Drift. A fairway down the track is coming along nicely, looks well turned out. For this, the first time starter, Catch the Drift at 4-1. Mitoli Power will follow. Catch the Drift steps in. Mitoli Power for Sophia Vives, gate number 7. Daisy Crest is the grey. And the last along will be Logistics. Daisy Crest has gone forward. Logistics to the outside. Patrick Husbands, the rider. And the fillies are now in the gate, locked up. Off their race. A bit slow into stride was Birch Bark, and going out in front in the centre, Mitoli Power narrowly. Showing up near the inside is Master Aragon, and goes to the lead now from Mitoli Power. Kimberlina the inside, Kikitz is there, so too in the centre, Catch the Drift. And over on the outside is Logistics, taking off to go up to be in 3rd spot. In behind runners the grey Daisy Crest. Flash in the sky on the inside, and tailed a long way last of all is Birch Bark. Showing the way is Master Aragon. Logistics sweeps up in second, 2 lengths away Kimberlina. Mitoli Power running now, Catch the Drift on the outside from Daisy Crest. Flash in the sky started to run on. The top 2 got away, and it is Master Aragon going fast in the lead by 2 to Logistics, trying to get a run through the pack. Flash in the sky behind Catch the Drift, well out in front. Master Aragon by 2 or 3 to Logistics, and then came Catch Catch the Drift and Flash in the Sky. Master Aragon by 3 lengths to Logistics, still kicking on. And down on the inside, Catch the Drift. And out wide, a Flash in the Sky. Master Aragon, Rafael Hernandez clear from Flash in the Sky to second. Master Aragon by 1.5 lengths. Flash in the Sky got up a good second. Third, Logistics, and fourth, Catch the Drift. 1-4-29.
I think that garners our first boom of the day.
There you go.
5-1 to open the pick 3 here.
Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all there.
We dropped the favorite there, and it did not come back to haunt us. All right, so I believe, what do we have coming next? We got Laurel race 7 we could look at, and we have Keeneland. We have 6 minutes to Keeneland. I have a feeling people want to talk Keeneland, if I were to guess.
Hello, Joe.
So let's talk Keeneland.
Keeneland, race 6. All right, let's get after it.
The manager is in the house. The harness racing expert, the manager. All right, so Keeneland, I'm single to verifying top win percentage, top pace, top SOR, top GSR, Brad Cox, Lavian Pratt aboard, Derby horse, winner of the Indiana Derby, almost won or was right there at the Hal Jerkins grade 1 at Saratoga. Got a little freshening here. Not Cox's best horse, but this perfect here, doesn't need the lead, has some tactical ability. And then Dr. Venkman still is your favorite, the second choice. Didn't use. Do have a very positive note on this horse. Late blooming, I would call it. And if it's not verifying, I feel like this race is pretty wide open. So if you got rid of verifying and looked at the race like this, you have a pretty wide open looking race.
That's why I like the 4. The 4 and the 6. The 6 I got here at Keeneland when it broke its maiden.
So for me, the 3 is the other one that's pretty interesting. Whether it's good enough, I don't know. Coming out of Laurel for the Paris Russell there, not amongst the top picks, but the 3 actually would have been my second choice there.
It's going to have to close, but field's not big. It shouldn't get into too much trouble. All
right, so let's put the 1 back there. Then here you have a maiden special weight. I was 2.896 here. I got the McPeak second time starter. Drury. I don't know why I kept the Marquette horse here, but and then the 9, I'm a little concerned I don't have the 5, the long shot here with Pratt aboard for Sweezy. And again, you have 2 money bags here, the 3 and the 6. Ben Franklin, does have the boat anchor aboard.
Yeah, and that's the one that really turns me off of that horse. And McPeak is 1 for 31 for the meet, so he's off to a very cold start. I don't know if I like that pairing. I know Julian's going to be anchoring at Oaklawn this winter, so look for him there.
Yeah, I mean, the other horse I didn't use, either the Lucas horse, the 1, or the other, potentially. Lucas horse hasn't shown much, but is coming back off turf. This was not a great maiden special weight field.
There's a lot of horses with good works in here, though.
12's
Including
been stopping who, including who?
the 3.
Yeah, like I said, the 3 is the one I'm a little concerned about. But the 3 does look like it needs the lead to me. Could get it, but it does need the lead.
I don't give him need the lead type till like I see 5 races.
Okay, well we're at 2 right now, and he's been right on the lead and then faded. So
Same
maybe he
drop
needs
the whole
to drop
time?
back. Let's see, we have Torres and Garcia. So this is the 3rd different jockey. And
Yeah.
Santana's a jockey you typically put aboard when you want to go to the lead.
Very true.
Then race 8, and we're a minute from post here, so and we'll have to we cannot show Keeneland as usual, so the 9 probably going to be your solid favorite for Chad Brown here, Haughty.
Yeah.
You have a 4-star work on the 7, Flitcher, how do you pronounce that? For Pletcher. Drawing Pratt there. I used the 6, who won last time out, gets Johnny V, and then the 3 I thought was pretty interesting up on the lead. And again, Cassie's putting Santana up, and I've been noticing he's been using Santana a lot lately.
He has.
And this race was pretty interesting. I thought potentially you could go 4-6 here and be done, but I did play for a bigger price here. The 5, which I used here, I thought was very interesting at a huge price. Has some tactical ability. Beat 74s at 6 furlongs last time out for the Russell couple there, Apple Picker. So just
Justin loves the 7 where, Oldie? Which race? I mean, Tony.
It's the 7 here. And then Justin loves
Hottie's going to be tough. She's getting first-time Lasix today, too.
Yeah. Also. Which is with a 4-star work. And this could be a race that I regret not using the long shot. It did win last time out. A lot of times these long shots don't win 2 in a row. So that's
horses leads it ahead, verifying the
quick.
Dr. Venkman right there,
Yeah.
to the outside. Loyal Company's going to back away from that battle up front. Race Kane will move by that one, takes 4th, only by a neck though as they head for the far turn. Loyal Company is now 5th on the outside, gap of 2 more lengths back to Post Time, who trails but is right there with the rest. 22.5 seconds the time for the opening quarter. Verifying confidence gain, Dr. Venkman from the rail out, separated by less than 1 length. That's the battle for the lead. Race Kane hugs the rail around the far turn, in 4th, 2 lengths off the front.
And verifying's done, so that ticket's
on his
out,
outside.
and you got it with Racing Kane, I believe.
The rail 6 lengths from the front, they turn for home. It is verifying with Dr. Venkman alongside. Race Kane tries to join them out in the
Good call,
center.
Race Kane.
They come off the far turn. Here's Race Kane coming forward. Now Post Time is going to look for running room, but is still in behind horses in 4th. Race Kane is coming forward into the final furlong to challenge Dr. Venkman. Race Kane, a narrow lead. Dr. Venkman fighting on to the inside. A 16th to go in the Perryville. Race Kane, Dr. Venkman right there. Race Kane, Dr. Venkman. Race Kane wins it by a head over Dr. Venkman in the Perryville for John.
All right.
It always amazes me how far behind you are.
Yeah.
To me, I was on with Wiz the other day on your class.
Yeah.
And it was the same thing with him. So I don't know why, and he's in a different state than you are.
Yeah, he is.
So
I thought verifying was
no way.
Yeah, I thought verifying was vulnerable there, and I didn't like Dr. Venkman at all.
Dr. Venkman was game, but
He was game.
you know, that might be a case where being lightly raced worked to his disadvantage because Race Kane had some pitched battles in the past.
He has.
All right, so we have
What did we
16
get on that
minutes.
board? 6-1?
6-1, I believe, yes.
Nice. I mean, he has faced graded company in 7 out of his 8 races this year. Dr. Venkman, not so much. I mean, maybe 1. I didn't go back and look at it.
No, not at all.
Yeah. So, just shows you class.
Well, and 76 SOR on a non-graded stakes race is a pretty good group.
Tony hated Race King, huh? Make a note, Tony.
He was running light.
All right, what do we got next? 3 minutes to Gulfstream.
Yep. All right, let's bring it up here. Gulfstream.
Number 9, Classic Car Wash is interesting. We have not seen him since April. He's been routing at 2 turns. We'll see what we get today.
Do that instead. All right, so Gulfstream, we're 2-4-5-9 here. You know, hoping maybe we get some value on the 4 of the 2 here. Because Classic Car Wash has been bet all the way down. Big Martini for Crichton.
Yeah.
It as well. But you know that they're both, you know, Classic Car Wash I think does need, you know, may actually need the lead even though he wasn't running that way in some of those more difficult races. And Big Martini definitely appears to need the lead. But you never know, one of those horses or both could stumble coming out of the gate. The manager wants to know how we feel about Mage.
I don't know. I'll have to see Works going into that race.
And also I want to see the draw.
Yeah. Right now, I think it's probably going to have to go through Wadabario.
Through Angelo.
That's the obvious other one, but I mean, they're both been running out there. Wadabario's been out there a while, really getting acclimated. So,
you know, I've been on Wadabario so many times, and Wadabario's let me down so many times. I'm really going to have to think hard about, you know, whether Wadabario can win a Breeders' Cup Classic.
It's really going to be interesting to see what they're going to do with the betting challenge, with Classic not being the last race, which I think is just dumb. But
well, even if it wasn't, though, here you're not going to have a odds-on easy dump all your cash into favorite there. It's going to be more like the Vino Rosso race that Brad won the BCBC on.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pivot 1488 on that winner at Keeneland, so we'll take that.
Yeah. I just don't know if you're going to see, or what am I trying to say? I don't know if you're going to see enough pace for Mage.
Exactly.
And, you know, Johnny V is staying on, or is it Castellano? Castellano's staying on Archangelo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I think it's Sire's riding Mage.
Yeah.
And Irad is getting Wadabario.
Yes.
And that's what I've heard so far.
Yeah, that's already been confirmed. I like the 2 here. Is the 2 the one that had the form cycle where it wins every other race?
Not in this race, no. That's in the last.
Okay.
If the lady trainer wins, shell nuts. Not sure what that means, Scott. All right, we're circling. We're trying to get all that pick 5 money in here. Small pool for Gulfstream. We're at 75K. I mean, really, honestly though, and we really should bring this up, but does anybody really want to hear the Rick Dutrow redemption stories?
Oh yeah.
That we're going to be stuck with White Abarrio, and especially if White Abarrio wins.
Yeah, it's going to be. You're going to hear a lot about it. That's for sure. I wonder who handles that post-race interview.
I'm trying to think who, because it's NBC, so.
Brittany.
But, yeah, Brittany or no, I don't think they'll have Eddie O there to do a winner's circle interview.
No, I don't think so either.
And is he playing in the BCBC too, and broadcasting?
I would guess so.
Jimmy in our chats is buddies with Eddie O.
Oh, all right. Yeah, Scott, she will go nuts if she wins that race.
Yar.
And then a few weeks later, the horse will be retired.
Mm-hmm. And should be, I guess. Well, I don't know. Should be, but.
All right, everybody.
You don't think they do like a New York bred victory tour for that horse?
Well, they could certainly try for sure. They'll be begging for it to run again.
I haven't seen any like lined up Sire deal for that horse yet.
No, not that they've announced. Typically, when you read about the announced ones, it happens quickly. They don't run for another 2 years.
And it might be it might just be in the week up lead up we hear that. All right, let me get the sound down here.
Far away, Shaq Diesel's on the far outside. Then the gray Desert Ruler hunting a similar position with XY Point. The trailer is Bird Wildcat. Down the backstretch they go. The leader now from between Big Martini narrowly. Classic Car Wash is out in the center. Awesome Flay is down toward the inside. XY Point tried to thread the needle down at the rail. XY Point's in tight, but he's marching through now. Out very wide on the course. That's Shaq Diesel. Back from there, Slim Man with Desert Ruler. Then Double Play King, and the trailer now is Bird Wildcat. Around the far turn at the 3 furlong point. XY Point, Awesome Flay, Big Martini, Classic Car Wash. They're almost 4 in line here. 45 and 2 for a half-mile speed. Classic Car Wash bidding up boldly now to challenge for control. Big Martini tries to run with him. XY Point beats a retreat. Awesome Flay is game and tries to box on. Outside Shaq Diesel, then Desert Ruler, and they're at the top of the stretch. It's Classic Car Wash who turns in on top. He's now 2.5 in front with 1/8 of a mile to go. On the outside, Shaq Diesel is up into second, but Classic Car Wash, he appears to have his mind on business, and he's ready to roll off the shelf. Classic Car Wash by 2.5. Shaq Diesel second, battles for third. Classic Car Wash in front. Shaq Diesel second, Bird Wildcat third. Desert Ruler was fourth in 122 and 4.
Yep. That was kind of my fear, was this thing could go pretty chalky.
All right, 7 minutes to Santa Anita race 1.
Who do you like? Do you like there is a 60% horse here. The only horse that appears to be bred for 72%. Yeah.
And you're really going to get 9 to 5 here?
I would take that at this point on that horse. When you look at these GSRs.
Yeah.
And I went through this tab. I'm like, okay, are some of these horses, do they have turf breeding? They're just not sprinters. And the answer was pretty much no.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at this.
Yeah, it's going to take some beating, that's for sure. I would expect this to go 4 to 5, 3 to 5 by the time they cross the finish line.
What do you like in race 2?
Race 2, Santa Anita.
Let's do it this way.
Warren's Candyman a little bit,
Mhm.
and Mendez Mile, stretching out the first time and dropping to a new career low level.
Yeah, I like Mendez Mile. Sign of the Cross, I guess. Let's see if it's beaten 56s, but it hasn't been in good form, and it's been running at Canterbury and is with a 4% trainer. So 5 to 2 seems a little rich for me there. Maybe something like those 3. I did like Mike's Operator a little bit too on the lead. And then, did you like anything in race 3? I'm just putting together a quick pick 3 here.
3. This is a tough one. You got a bunch of them that can really win here. I think I would have to go too deep. If I had to settle on something.
Note on Henry's Crazy Train. That was from 2021.
Maybe the 3.
I don't know. What about the 6?
Bravo.
I mean, it's Bravo on the dirt, not Bravo on the turf, but I just don't love this 5 and the 3. I mean, maybe I should. I mean, the 5 did win last time out by 5 lengths.
When I looked at that horse the first time, the 5, I thought its name was different.
I know what you're thinking. And let's just say it's mightier. So how about that for $4.50 on a 50-cent?
Sure, you're going with the 3 in leg 1. Yeah.
I mean, what are you going to do there? And if the 5 is really going to go off as the favorite there, which
the 5 really going to go off as the favorite? I'm going to watch this now.
Wait, this is also the first leg of the turf pick 3 too.
They only have 3 turf races today?
I guess so. You might have an easy single there.
It's kind of crazy.
Three. Right. So let's say you go 3. Then the next one is
race 5 or 6.
Yeah, that's 5. Not down the hill.
No. Well, I like on the whim there for sure.
Who's the okay? So you like on the whim. 5.
The 2 is another one.
So pretty much all here. You like the 2, who's 4% for gains, gets Franco. I don't know that I like the 4.
And the 9. 2, 3, 9. Those are the 3 I'm going to use.
All right, 2, 3, 9. And then our last leg, guessing it's the last. Nope. Race 7.
Back-to-back turf races. Wow.
No, it's 5 and 7.
5 and 7. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
2. I don't like the 4. There. What about 2, 8, 9 in the last?
Oh, I have more. 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9.
2, 4. I don't like the 4. 5. I'm just putting myself together too. 5, 6. I mean the Yakatine horse, maybe this could yak it up a little bit. I could see that, but I'm just going to go 2, 8, 9 here in the last. Drop the 4. So I went 3, 2 through 6, 9.
Three is the lone closer. The turf monster has to say. Where are they at, Oldie?
They are nearing the gate. It should be up on the screen now. I just haven't gone to the sound.
All right, they're loading. Well, I just fired away on the 3.
Welcome, Turf Monster.
Loading in the gate for the first Gentlemen's Club.
Weather looks pretty good out there.
Yeah.
Gentlemen's Club out of the mare Girl downstairs going in. Potito will be next.
I will point out the last time we allowed California to run a Breeders'
to the
Cup, we got a purse money only
In the
race.
gate.
So
Yeah, it was Delmar.
And they're off.
I think.
I know.
Potito breaks
But it's
beautifully.
still
Mr. Dreamsicle
CHRB
matching
that made
strides
that
and now
decision.
taking a narrow lead. Going Mobile a length off the pace in third. They're followed by Gentlemen's Club and Havoc. 4 lengths back to Mr. Suds. Potito is quickest and leads by a length now over Going Mobile second. Mr. Dreamsicle, White Cap at the rail in third. They're followed by Gentlemen's Club, Between Rivals, and Havoc on the far outside. 5 lengths back to Mr. Suds as they move into the far turn. And it is Potito the target. A half length in front. Going Mobile moves to challenge once again second. 2 more lengths, Mr. Dreamsicle at the rail. Havoc is just outside of him. Between those two, it's Gentlemen's Club and 3 back to Mr. Suds. They're a quarter of a mile from home. Potito Going Mobile, a length and a half. Havoc on the outside, and they're followed by Gentlemen's Club in the pink. Down at the rail, Mr. Dreamsicle, a final furlong for Potito, clinging to the lead, pulling away a length and a half over Going Mobile. Gentlemen's Club in between horses, and on the rail, it's Mr. Dreamsicle. Potito Going Mobile tries him again. Potito Going Mobile ran him down. Tiago Pereira did not give up, and Going Mobile beats Potito. In behind them, it was a photo for third between Gentlemen's Club and Havoc.
That was sick.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times do you see that where he gets sucked back and then comes back?
More time, I feel like, on the West Coast than on the East Coast.
Yeah, I don't recall seeing that a whole lot on the West, though.
Not on the turf, but on the...
No, certainly not on the turf. All right, what do we got here? Race 6 at Woodbine?
Yep. I am, in my pick 3, I am 9. No, I'm not 9. I threw the 9 out. I'm 10-7 here.
I'm going with the other Kevin's brother on the 4. You're what here? 7 what?
7-10. It should be on the screen right now.
And I'm going to do an exacta box 468.
I'm also with Kevin's brother. But the other brother of the training attards. The flying attards.
I bet those guys got called a lot of names in high school.
Hey, look at my last name. I got called lots of names.
Scrutable now 12-1, still a great price. And a magnificent coat on Inscrutable. Going forward for a start is Moral Turpitude and Emma Jane Wilson. Next to load is Foxy Diva.
The EP Taylor turf. Didn't we just have an EP Taylor?
Switched off of the turf today. A mile and a 16.
Yeah, that was a grade 1, yeah.
Seattle Causeway to gate 5.
How many?
EP Taylor's the turf, horse, and a race.
Okay.
Queen Gypsy to follow.
Do we have a EP Taylor?
Oh, hold on.
And she has gone in. It is Vivid Vixen. Gate
They're
number 8.
Difficulties.
There we go.
Silent Sky.
4-8. That's my box.
To gate 9.
Forgot the 6 scratched.
And to the outside will be another from the barn of Kevin Attard, and that's Delphia. And moves in for Kazushi Kimura. Popping ahead in the gate, Delphia. The field about to be sent away. And they're off, and a very good start, a perfect start. Going for the front run is Skyland Sky, down to the inside Inscrutable, and driving through is Seattle Causeway, with on the inside She Makes a Point, who's gone to the front. She Makes a Point, and Seattle Causeway take over by a length. Inscrutable off the track, Silent Sky trying to get in. Up the rails, making some headway is Moral Turpitude, and behind them is Queen Gypsy in the early stages, is about 4 or 5 off the pace, with on the inside Foxy Diva, second last Delphia, and Vivid Vixen is the trailer. Showing the way as She Makes a Point. Seattle Causeway second. Moral Turpitude third from Inscrutable. Silent Sky's never been on the track. 2 lengths away, Queen Gypsy, Foxy Diva, Delphia, and last is Vivid Vixen. Racing along at a measured stride. She Makes a Point, hasn't been really pushed in second. Seattle Causeway keen to stay handy though, and Inscrutable's decided to go 3 wide, and Silent Sky 4 wide. And now coming on the outside to push these leaders up the rails, Moral Turpitude. Railing home is Foxy Diva pretty well. Queen Gypsy taking off, behind them Delphia. Last, Vivid Vixen. She Makes a Point, slips out 2 in front. In second placing, Seattle Causeway from Silent Sky, who's had a hard trip. Moral Turpitude, the inside. Length Inscrutable, Queen Gypsy, then Foxy Diva still trying to get a run. Next to last, Delphia, and last, Vivid Vixen. She Makes a Point by a length. Silent Sky's not done with. In the centre, Seattle Causeway from Moral Turpitude, Inscrutable. Foxy Diva travelling well, nowhere to go. Turning, and now coming is Silent Sky despite a wide course. In front, She Makes a Point from Silent Sky. Moral Turpitude right up to the inside for Foxy Diva, but it's still She Makes a Point, and she is making more than just a point. A very emphatic win coming up, for She Makes a Point and goes on to win with the blinkers on in style by 4 lengths. Second, maybe Silence.
All right.
Might have got second there, but second, no bueno.
Laurel race 8 coming up. Anything you like there?
Laurel race 8, you say?
Yes. I kind of like this 3 horse. I mean, this is a 60, but I don't see anybody with recent runs against 60s here. I kind of like the 3 Brasstown here.
What about the
Date
6?
1? Yeah, I mean,
Team Gaudet.
Lacey Gaudet. All right. So you like the 6. I like the 3. Both horses look like they need the lead, though, or need to be near it. So why is the 9 3 to 5? Well, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
But I think The 9 might be able to be had here. So I'm going to put in a, because there's value everywhere on this board. What about this 4? 4 can rate a little bit. I'm going to go 6, 3, 4 here, exacta box.
Sure. Why not?
And we'll go to Laurel. And we'll have a Laurel and Hardy handshake here.
They're off. Paradise Pride in charge to victory. Annalise Houdini's right there. And Brasstown putting in to sort out the pace. So it's going to be Brasstown on the outside. Paradise Pride between horses. Charge to victory. Annalise Houdini will settle about the 3 path, and Bahama Channel is past that one now. Same to for Shoot the Messenger, and trailing the field is Oxide. So Paradise Pride sets the tempo, prompted by Brasstown at the rail. Paradise Pride outside, Brasstown out of the inside. Charge to victories right off the pace. Bahama Channel rail 4th, and Shoot the Messenger is in 5th. Annalise Houdini, and trailing the field Oxide. Heading over the far turn run. Paradise Pride getting a bit of pressure now from Brasstown at the rail still. It's 2.5 lengths back, and Charge to Victory is 3rd right off the speed. Bahama Channel down to the inside. Annalise Houdini trying to unwind about 6 from the front. Out there about the 3 path, and Shoot the Messenger, and Oxide trails the field. 3 furlongs left to go. Paradise Pride from Brasstown. Charge to Victory. Annalise Houdini the outside.
6 ain't running.
Listed behind that group is Bahama Channel is looming too. Into the stretch now, and it's Paradise Pride. A quarter mile from home, and Charge to Victory on the outside trying to get by. Paradise Pride, Charge to Victory coming on the outside. And Paradise Pride just holding on to that lead from Charge to Victory. Annalise Houdini is in 3rd, and Bahama Channel is 4th. Less than a furlong to go. Paradise Pride in front by 3 from Charge to Victory. Annalise Houdini outside 3rd. Bahama Channel, Paradise Pride gets it done. Odds on and gone. Paradise Pride.
The 9 could not be
Houdini,
beat.
then Charge to Victory.
Update. All right, so we got 4 minutes to Golden Gate. We got 1 minute to Keeneland.
All about the 9 there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, big surprise.
Yeah, I can't play that.
Keeneland race 7.
Yep, coming up. I'm not going to get anything in here in time, I don't think. I didn't really like I'll probably play a pick 3 back, that pick 3 back that is on the screen for the pick 4, but
8. Denim and Pearl.
All right, I'm going to try to, since I don't have any horses in this race, you want to put the sound on, and I will try not to spoil the race from the future.
The race from the past.
I did not play this, by the way.
I was in the wrong race.
Ben Franklin.
I'm going to go.
Create Trouble, the last one. Goes in. First wire
Well,
at the post.
9, 10 to 1. Wow.
I'm already past the first turn.
And they're off. There goes Alexander Helios from the outside. Dissolve is there from the inside, and Malibu Springs kicks in from between that pair. As they head into the first turn, Malibu Springs clearing the inside traffic, angling over to the rail as they move on to the first turn. As Alexander Helios goes second just off the leader's flank, Dissolved is in the third position. Great Trouble 3 wide moves up to challenge for fourth. Perfect Upstart is there right between horses in the fifth position, heading on to the back stretch. And then Single Dot Yacht, who's toward the inside in sixth. My Sanctuary is in seventh. Royal Court moves wide onto the backstretch in eighth. Gamekeeper is ninth. Mount Craig is in the 10th position. Furious Anger is 11th. And Ben Franklin last to the 12 opening quarter, 23.78 seconds up the backstretch. And the lead battle continues between Malibu Springs to the inside, Alexander Helios to the outside, separated by a neck. And then Create Trouble far outside is in third by a neck. Dissolved is fourth toward the inside. Perfect Upstart is in fifth. Single Dot Yacht comes next, 48.62 seconds, the time for that first half mile. And then My Sanctuary, who's seventh on the outside as they move on to the final turn. Malibu Springs, Alexander Helios, they continue their battle for the lead. Still separated by a head, now matching strides coming to the quarter pole. Then a gap of 5 lengths. Dissolved is third. Create Trouble is fourth. A gap of 3 more. Back to Single Dot Yacht, who is still 10 from the front as they move to the top of the short stretch. Alexander Helios from the outside has the lead away from Malibu Springs in the second position. Single Dot Yacht then Dissolved. Alexander Helios with Single Dot Yacht running on late along with Dissolved. Single Dot Yacht and Dissolved trying to chase down Alexander Helios. Single Dot Yacht, Alexander Helios. Single Dot Yacht gets up in the final stride for Brian Hernandez Jr.
Wow, we're just about.
Single Dot Yacht.
Well, the 6 did what the 6 does.
Yep.
When it has to carry 121 pounds plus the anchor. And
The 2 was the 2 was the single in that sequence.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, it did everything it had to do to get up in just the last jump.
Yeah. Let's see. So let's look at that 2 for a second. We got a minute or two before Gulfstream race 8.
You got Golden Gate going off here in a minute.
We can go to the gate.
The red light might be on.
Here's some Matt Dinnerman. All right, let's take off Laurel. We'll put Golden Gate out there.
I like the 7, Grazed and Confused.
They're loading into the Grazed and Confused gate.
Forward, here's Spain Moonlight. Waiting for Spain Moonlight to take her spot. Spain Moonlight goes in. Mary Blue, the first time starter. Still working with Mary Blue.
Yeah, if the 7 breaks well, I can see that.
Still working with Mary Blue to pose 6.
Whose idea was it to put that pole right there?
Mary Blue goes in. 2 back. Grazed and
I'm going to go with Mary Blue.
Into the outside. Hey Barmaid.
Mary Blue?
Mary Blue. The horse they keep talking about.
We're ready to go.
Yeah, you did get Leperoux, John.
Hurrah! Fan running at Golden Gate Fields.
Yeah, maybe that's a new show term. You've been Leperoux.
Off a step slowly and is second to last early.
Passing
after my own heart. On the front end, Spain Moonlight in the Little Red Feather Racing colors has a share of the lead with Hey Barmaid and Grazed and Confused, who's between that pair. Spain Moonlight a nose in front of Grazed and Confused. Hey Barmaid 3 deep, approaching the 4 turn run, and those 3 tussle on the front end, approaching that turn. Northern Linchpin back and forth with Daddy Indeed. Mary Blue already sent along in the blue cap. She's 4 behind. Another length to Harbor's Beauty second last. After my own heart,
5's
the
done.
trailer still as they dash around the far turn. Spain Moonlight has dropped back, and the other 2 on the lead still going at it here. Grazed and Confused.
That 2's looking dangerous to
Hey
me.
Barmaid, and these 2 swing off the
If
turn
he can
together.
get out.
Grazed and Confused with the advantage. Hey Barmaid, Daddy Indeed is
Nope.
kicking it in on the outside in the red cap, and here comes Daddy Indeed and Cristobal Carnival Herrera. Daddy Indeed has taken over. Grazed and Confused trying to come back, but she's second. Coming on Mary Blue from Out of It for a minor award, but Daddy Indeed's going to score at 4-1. Daddy Indeed first out for Steve Sherman. Mary Blue was second, so that's a 1-2 finish for the first-time starters. Grazed and Confused.
Leparood.
You've been leparood.
All right, Gulfstream, race 8.
3-6. Is 32 the lowest GSR you've seen win as a first-time starter?
Probably.
I mean, granted, high GSR in this race was 46. I'm sorry, 49.
So you're 11 and 12 here at the.
Yes. The way this is going to go to the 11.
Yeah, Mary Blue.
The horses are approaching the starting gate. 1 minute to wager on the Susan's Girl.
Yeah, and it went to both first-time starters. That was first and second.
Mm-hmm. That just tells you the level of quality that you have up there at the Golden Gate.
Are you suggesting that it's not golden?
Mm-mm. It's not even bronze.
Is it Leparoux, though?
It's like aluminum.
I almost forgot. Wiz has asked us to cover Far Hills today. Now we've missed race 5 at Far Hills, but after this race at Gulfstream, we'll talk a little Far Hills.
That's not on my radar.
The horses are at the gate. It's now post time.
Do they allow?
Set to load up now for race number 8, the Susan Girl division of the FTBOA Florida Sire Stakes. They travel 7 furlongs.
So. Even though it's not showing us the results. But notice Far Hills race 3.
Heavily favored is number 11, R. Harper Rose.
Look at some of the horses running there.
Mist will be next. In the center, it's Fields of Green.
I will in a minute.
You have multiple flat graded stakes winners.
Now, Unrelentless. Jazzin going forward next.
That jumping stuff, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't do the jumps either.
R. Harper Rose.
Not.
R. Harper Rose going forward under Edgar Zayas in the black and white colors. R. Harper Rose surveys the situation. It meets with her approval, and she's ready now. Honey Dijon draws the outside and will complete the line. Rimigate. And they're off in the Susan's Girl. It was a slow break from Jazzin, but it was a quick break from R. Harper Rose, and she's away for the early advantage. Fields of Green down inside comes away in second, and Unrelentless taken in hand by Panichi Cholan third. Splitting horses is Haunted, Mist is at the rail, and Honey Dijon's out in the center. A gap of 2 to Buchera, then Reina Mar, and left behind last is Jazzin. Up front, Fields of Green trying to take the starch out of R. Harper Rose. Zayas has her out in the center, trying to get her to relax here. And R. Harper Rose now takes the advantage behind a 22-3 opening quarter. Fields of Green is now second toward the outside. Honey Dijon. Haunted is between horses. Mist is at the rail. A gap of 2 more to Unrelentless, who's 5 ahead of Buchera, and Jazzin is last. Around the far turn,
11.
5/16 from home, are Harper Rose in front through a 45 1/2 mile. She leads by a length and a half over Fields of Green second, Honey Dijon third. 3 back to Haunted. She's now fourth. Back to the outside. Unrelentless is fifth. There's a 1/4 mile left to go. Our Harper Rose trying to carry her speed. She swings for home, 2.5 on top. Second is Fields of Green. Third is Honey Dijon. The rest are not of consequence. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. With her ears up, our Harper Rose still rolling. She's 3 on top with just an 1/8 to get. Second is Fields of Green. Third is Honey Dijon. They come past the 16th pole. Our Harper Rose is a bay bullet, and she'll win going away in the end by 3. And the Susan's Girl from Honey Dijon second. Fields of Green third. Haunted fourth. 125 and 1.
That was the single.
Yeah. Even from the 11, from the 8 post there, I believe, with the scratches. But
Yeah, it's a brutal beat if you had the 11-7 exacta, because that probably would have paid real nice.
well, I don't understand what the jockey on the 12 was doing. He seemed to be standing the entire race.
Want to guess what that pick 3 play? What that pick 3 pays?
I don't know, because your audio cut out, for me at least.
You want to guess what the pick 3 pays?
$2.30.
$4.85. They had a $1.90 double there yesterday.
All right, before we look at Far Hills here, let's bring in Justin Sampson.
Justin.
What's up, brother? How are you?
Hey, man.
Doing great.
You
Nice
see my
hat.
boy? You see my boy behind me? Can you see him?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's some hot on hot Phoenix action.
I love it, brother. How you guys doing? Far Hills, I love it. You're looking at running through the forest or what?
Wiz asked me to take a look at this in Chris's class last night.
Where can we bet this? Can you bet it?
No, I forgot all about it. It already went off, but you have a former Chad Brown horse.
Yeah.
Grade 2 winner, L'Imperator. And you also have a horse that we've all seen many times at Gulfstream, a Bond, the former Fletcher horse. All,
I only really bet 22 furlong jump races, not the 20s.
20s. Well, my question is do they get to cross
A gravel, a road with dirt on it,
Yes.
like they do at Moncton?
Yes. Exactly.
We're gonna do a special Moncton show next year.
Where can you actually watch the races somewhere?
Yeah, it's on Fox.
Oh, I got it. I didn't know that. I'd be curious to watch them.
think-
I've heard all this before. I've never seen them.
I think wasn't there a coast to coast wager today?
There was. It was Far Hills and what?
Yeah, and it included the cross country pick 5, and it included one race, I believe, from no, it had to include more. Race 1. You can tell because it's really easy. Just go look, and when you see horses carrying 158 pounds, it's not a regular flat race, which I don't understand. You'd think the jump races you would want less weight on them.
So could Julian win in a jump race?
No.
Yeah, if he was carrying 30 pounds less.
I think he could.
No. No.
So Justin, we have a new segment. We're calling it "I've Been Leperude."
I love
And
it.
that's when the horse you like runs second to last.
And never moves off the rail.
He can be
Alright,
pretty
so-
brutal sometimes.
We got
Sometimes.
San Anita race 2 in all seriousness coming up here. I'm going to move this along. Any thoughts on a pick 4 here, Justin?
I didn't look at Santa Anita. I just
Didn't
looked at Keeneland.
All right, so let's just throw a $24 budget out here. We were 126.
2-3 to start here in race 2.
Did you already play something? Do you have something going?
Yeah, we had
lost.
something going, and we got Leparood in the race before.
Yeah.
Go watch the first race. I mean, the winner looked like was clear, and then all of a sudden the 5 or whatever that horse was came back to win, which was just not something you see there.
I don't know. The second base, I mean, I just looked on the surface. This looks really tough, to be honest. I mean, you get a lot of value in the 2-horse Mendez Mile. Luis Mendez horse, right? But going 2 turns, I mean, 21%. I mean, is the 6 gonna?
I'm 2-3 there. And Johnny, you are absolutely right. Julian couldn't win with a 2-mile head start.
What if you didn't give him a 2-mile head start?
If you didn't give
I
him
feel bad
Mike.
for Julian.
Buffalo Mike and Tony, I love to see you guys. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I feel bad for him too. Tony, I singled the 7 is currently the favorite in the next race. I love the 1 and 10 in the last race. We'll talk about it though. I think the last race has the best value in my opinion. We'll see though.
All right, so I'm going with what you see on the screen for my pick 4.
You're using the 6 on the lead.
Yeah,
1% goes up. I mean, this horse could improve.
2 and 3.
I mean, if the 2 can rate, he's going to be on the inside, though. I mean, Luis Mendez is a great jockey. He trains young horses, is what I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know him well, but it seems like he pretty much is focused. And his horse is still, I mean, has 13 tries, but he seems like he has a little bit more horses. You know, he obviously thought a lot of this horse to put in 20,000 claimer at Del Mar, right?
Yep.
Goes 2 turns. I mean, this is the second EquinEdge pick. I mean, what do you got? Are they at the post, Oldie?
Yep, I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I'd put a couple bucks on this horse. I didn't really handicap it, but you're getting a great price at 5 to 1.
2, it's post time.
That would be my pick.
Yeah.
Warren's Candyman.
And the Candyman. That should have had Maldonado riding that horse.
Yeah. Because that'd be Candy Maldonado. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Former Cub. Former everybody.
They're
But
off, and Sire of the Cross is out very alertly. Mendez Mile, but here's Mike Operator sprinting up and ensuring a quick early tempo. Economical now moves up to take second. Sign of the Cross to join third, racing on the outside of Mendez
I'm just thinking
Mile
on the 6.
as they
It's
round
pretty.
the clubhouse turn. Then Warren's Candyman.
Yeah, there's an
Tembo is at
advantage
the
here.
back of the field.
Being
5
on the
lengths
lead.
covers them as they head toward the
Yeah, I
6
mean, he
furlong
could have
pole.
just wired the
Then it's
field. We'll
Mike
see what's the
Able
pace.
to get over to the rail and leading the way now by
He
a
had a
length
pretty
and a
big
half.
pace advantage. But
Economical is racing in second.
23:31 's
back
not
to
that
Warren's
fast
Candyman now
for
third.
Anita.
Then Tembo, who's made some progress into
It can
fourth,
be really
4 lengths
dangerous
off
on the
lead.
dirt, man. I
Mendez
mean,
Mile
if
is
it's,
next,
I
and
was it,
Sign of the
especially if
Cross
it's
is now
speed
at the back.
favoring.
4.5 furlongs remain for Mike Operator. In front by a length. Economical trying to get a little closer in second. 2 more Warren's Candyman on the outside of Tembo, Mendez Mile, and Sign of the Cross. 3.5 furlongs to go. Mike Operator maintains a 1-length lead on Economical. Now it's a length and a half. Tembo is coming through along the inside, followed by Warren's Candyman in fourth. Now Sign of the Cross is moving up in between horses, 4 lengths off the lead with a quarter to go, and Mendez Miles at the back. Mike Operator trying to drift out just a touch, maintains a comfortable margin as they come toward the 8th pole. Tembo is in second. Economical, Sign of the Cross on the
He's
outside,
gone, man.
finishing with some interest. They're inside the furlong
Nobody
pole,
catching
and
him.
it's Mike Operator.
So you're gonna get second,
Mike
maybe, or
Operator with a
maybe the
4-length lead.
4.
Sign of the Cross
Four.
trying
Is
to
gonna
complete
get
the
second.
exacta. Tembo will battle
maybe
with
the
him.
1 will hold
It's
on.
going to be Mike Operator virtually coast to coast.
6-1-4.
Tempo held second, and then it got very close.
Well, good job.
Very
You made
close
it
to
through,
third
man. I
between
mean, on the
Mendez
wire,
Mile
what was the odds? You get like
Sign
3 to
of the
1.
Cross.
5 to 2.
Oh, no, that's not bad, man. I mean, you weren't spread or anything. Like, had a good pace advantage. Good call.
Yeah. All right, so
Woodbine.
we got Woodbine coming up. We have the
They have great racing up here, man. I mean, kudos to Woodbine. To be honest, it's always a lot of fun because you have big fields, in my opinion.
so
They're not on the EP Taylor turf today, though.
What does that mean?
That is one of their 2 turf courses. This
Well,
is all.
I know that, but what's the difference?
One's the EP Taylor and one isn't.
Yeah, I don't know what the other one's called.
I love it, man.
You asked.
Yep.
Oh, is that Scotty in the chat?
I told him to come say hi.
He threw out some.
No, that's
numbers.
me.
Okay.
That's mine.
Okay.
Tony asked. Sorry, that's from mine. I should have done it on my other. I have my other monitor and computer up, but no, I posted that. Tony was asking. That's my pick 3 at Keeneland and Exacta. We could talk about it though.
Yeah.
Handicap Woodbine.
Did your is this where your pick 5 starts, Oldy?
Yes, this is where the late pick 5 starts, and we have 3 minutes, so let me just go over my single. 9%, the 6 horse, lone pace, top GSR, tied for top GSR.
Yellow.
Kevin Attard, yep. Beaten 68s at this distance. For a larger purse than this last year, seems to be in good form. Ran decently in the King's Plate, which was a much, even though now it's getting a lower SOR there. When we saw that there, it was a much higher SOR than 68. So,
I mean, the biggest thing, Oldie, I would say here, I mean, Justin Stein rode that horse at 9 furlongs back in November, right? Like, click on the PP. I mean, he rode it back then. He rode it leading on the went gate to wire, right? Had a huge advantage, but that was a 68, right? Like, he could wire the field here for sure. I mean, he's done it. That's what you want to see. He's done it before. He could do it again.
Well, I see here that he didn't do it on the dirt, and he won anyways.
What about the 5? What did you not like about the 5?
I mean, the thing I didn't like was the almost 30-point pace disadvantage. Both these horses were in the King's Plate, that they were very close to each other. I just think that the 6 looks like it's going to get an easy lead. If the 6 gets an easy lead, it could be gone.
I like the 5 a bit.
But I would say,
even though maybe 6-5.
6-5. I mean, the 7 keeps the same GSR going to synthetic, so and it's lightly raced. You should keep that in mind. But I don't know if 9 furlongs might be too short for the 7. And then you have the 8 for Cassie, the other 80 number here. But again, the question is, does 6 get away? If the 6 gets away, the 6 could be gone. I like the 6-1 morning line, even though I think it will be closer to the morning line at 9-2.
Yeah, I want to do a box 6 and
I better check because they go in pretty much on time at Woodbine. We still have a minute or two here, or a minute or so.
are fairly punctual.
Yes. And I did not take the big pace advantage on the 1 in race 10, who's been stopping. The 6, who's 54%, I feel like has been stopping as well. So I thought that might be a chance to find some value. I thought the long shot here for first time Safi was very interesting at 10%.
Want to box your 6-9, Moldy.
Okay.
Don't let me down.
All right, let's go to any thoughts, Justin, on that race, or you didn't do Woodbine either?
You got a coffee cup too, huh, Justin?
Yeah, I'm tired. It's been a long week. I do think the 6 is dangerous on the front end. I thought the 5 was interesting too. Chris talked about the 5. I'd actually just box the 5 and 6. I wouldn't use the 9, but that'd be my perspective.
We are nearing the gate.
Race 7 is the one I was talking about.
Race 7, the 5.
Oh, I like. Well, what?
You were talking about the 5 in race 7, Chris?
No.
Yeah,
Let me see
not
here.
race 7, or the other one where you singled the 6.
Race.
Oh, yeah.
9.
That's. I would play the exacta in race 9. Sorry,
Yeah.
race 9. I'd play the 5-6 exacta, not race 7. Right?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, race 9. I'd play that 5-6 exacta. We'll talk about it probably. Like,
I already put that one in, and in this one I've got the 6-9 exacta here. Goldie's top 2 picks. It's paying fairly well, despite them both being the chalk. And somebody pointed out in the chat earlier, Oldie, at race 1 at Santa Anita, what do you think that exacta paid?
It should have paid like $8, but I probably paid like 24.
In race 1?
Yeah.
No, pay $10.
Right.
$10 was solid. Those were the top 2 choices.
Right, I know. I was saying it should have paid like $4.
Yeah, I paid 10.
Chris, did you see my comments last night from Remington?
No. Last night was neighborhood poker night. So
Did you win?
Yeah, I destroyed that.
You destroyed it?
We had a 5-way all in. I went all in on the turn with a straight with a pair on the board. Get everybody to fold, and four other people called, and I was the chip leader and went all in. So they called and nobody had the full house, and all they had was a bunch of 2 pairs, and that thinned the field pretty quickly. We did play an orbit of PLO double board bomb pots, and that got kind of ridiculous.
PLO is my. I'd much rather play PLO than No Limit Hold'em. Much better.
Well, when you do the bomb pots, like you just chuck in whatever the amount is, and everybody throws that in, and you get to see the flop. So it's really hard to be able to tell after that, like, what does anybody have?
Yeah, no, it's fun, man.
It is.
Scott said you're a rounder.
We started at 7:30, and I rolled home. I got home at 3:45, so it took a while.
I love it. All right, good luck, Oldie. What do you got? 6 and 9.
6 and 9.
All right, good luck.
69, dude.
69, dude.
Baseball game tonight. Tied up series. There's a lot of great sports on right now. This is a good time of, awesome time of the year with football and baseball. Basketball starts next week.
Somebody is going to get beamed tonight on the Houston team.
Oh man, that's going to get nasty in these next few games, man.
Right between the numbers on the back.
Just peg what about just peg Maldonado? You think, or Altuve? It's just peg Altuve, right?
I would.
I'm with you, brother. I'm with you.
Like, there's a good reel on YouTube. We'll cover that in a minute. You got the sound going?
Do I have the sound going? No, I was letting you guys chat. There we go.
On their way, and a very good start. Away very well was Moonbright for the early lead, out deep on the track. Thrust forward by a number of them. Cantho into the inside, Shameless Affair. Cherry Gardens in the early part is there. Ghostly Perfection's absolute last, and 2 behind the entire field. And going through to the lead is now Peace in Paradise, and got out in front of Moonbright, Shameless Affair, and Cherry Gardens is a length and a half away 4th. Neolithic Nation on the inside from Cantho. Splitting Horses, War Vow. A length in behind them is Centenary, and further back is Motor and Maggie, the first timer, followed by second last Gunner Win, and Ghostly Perfection is 2.5 away dead last. Racing out in front is Peace in Paradise, Moonbright second, a length and a half, Shameless Affair on the inside of Cherry Gardens, running on well. Out wide in the track, Centenary started to make ground around the outside. Neolithic Nation, War Vow there, as is Cantho, and as they corner, Moonbright on the outside of Peace in Paradise, Shameless Affair and Cherry Gardens, and down the outside, Centenary. Neolithic Nation is there, but out in front is still Moonbright. Moonbright by a length and a half kicks on. In second placing, Cherry Gardens trying to make the ground up now. In front, Moonbright from Cherry Gardens, and it's Moonbright holding them. Moonbright goes on to win by a length. Cherry Gardens second, Shameless Affair third, then Centenary and Ghostly Perfection out wider, and the time 1:10.99.
Three-star work, And
look at the EE morning line on that horse. I mean, you get a good price. Like, it's dangerous, 6%, but would you get 6-1?
Yeah.
Ceviche rides.
I'm on
I
the wrong
mean,
race.
lightly raced. I mean, the horse just improved. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
if it had the drop in class and just improved, I mean, I can see it. Like, it's just lightly raced. You got a lot of value, is what the telling sign would be to me in a horse like that.
Keeneland, race 8.
Keeneland, race 8.
All right, I singled the 7 here. They're about to go. 3 horse going to be on the lead. I think this horse stops. I think Pratt can try to come from behind in my perspective.
All right, they're just loading for me. I got the audio on.
Well, if they're loading for you, they're off on my screen.
They're already off.
Yeah.
Filtre goes into the gate. Strong odor moves
We
to
beat the
line.
favorite,
Strong
Justin,
odor
in that
moves to Valiant
stakes
Feminine,
race.
The last to load, fast and feminine.
Oh, nice.
Goes in, they're at the post. Goes in, they're at the post. They're off.
I'm already in the first turn.
Not so
Yeah,
close.
me too.
There's not so close. Comes up.
You want? I can turn the sound on. You want me to turn it on, Chris?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Hold on, I gotta take my AirPods out, probably.
Separated by less than length.
Can you hear it at all or no?
Yeah.
A neck strong odor is 4th on her outside, then a gap of 2 lengths. Infiltrate 5th ahead. Sister Luann now taking that 5th possession by a neck as they head for the far turn. Valley Bell.
Went like 23.
Walkathon last.
I don't know. I
opening
traditionally
house,
like a
went
horse
46.
like off the pace
0.99
on the Keeneland
seconds.
turf.
At a
So
mile
close,
and a
still the
16.
leader onto the far turn, a
The
half
7
length
might want
away.
longer
There's
is my
second length
only
and a half.
concern,
Sire
but
is still toward the rail.
Kraken has
In
set a
third,
good
half
trip.
length. Strong odor is 4th up on the outside. Now here's Sinfiltre. She's 5th. She picks up the chase, moves up into 4th. Now challenges.
Looks
for 3rd. There's a
loaded, like
quarter
in
mile to go. She's
hand.
still
He has
3
to
lengths
get
off the
out
lead.
though.
Say Sai and Hottie
Go
to the
outside.
Not so close. Say Sai
Yeah.
coming forward.
Get up,
Sinfiltre
Pratt.
has to swing off the rail from 4th.
Here comes the 10.
Is in 5th center of the course. Say
Get up,
Sai,
7.
Sinfiltre go 1-2.
Get up.
Sinfiltre to the
You got
outside now takes the
He's
narrow
up
lead.
over the top. See, he hits this perfect trip. The horse took a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I'll take 2-1 on the horse. Was also Oldie. We talked about it this morning, right? You know, it had a good work. Second EquinEdge pick. I mean, I played the pick 3 10 times. I singled there. I put it in the chat. So I singled there. I played it 10 times. And then I have 3x3 in the next couple races.
Much the best with that pace setup.
It's a $9 ticket at $1. That's the way to do it. Thank you for the 7. I just played a win bet there. For more.
Yeah,
than,
yeah.
more than
And I bet
$2.
my single too. I mean, I always bet my single, even at 2-1. 6
Yeah,
ran a
yeah.
good race. I mean, look, I mean, the pace, we didn't get a chance to talk about it. The pace was likely to stop, was my perspective there on the turf. And, you know, the horse was working great. You get Pratt, like, I mean, it made all the sense in a very tough kind of allowance. But the thing is, the pace was set up perfect, and he just sat the perfect trip.
Yeah, you're right. And I take 2-1 too. Like I don't bet singles that are 1 to 5, but I also don't play a lot of tickets where the horse is 1 to 5, and I'm gonna play a multi or something like that, unless I'd really like a horse in the next where I can get a little value on a double. All right, Oldie, race 9 at Gulfstream. Is your ticket still alive?
Yeah, we're still alive. It's all chalk.
That's right. I forgot.
In the mandatory payout. Trying to see. I think we may be able to squeeze in this Golden Gate race. Not a fan of the 1 who's the favorite. Here, it's odds on at 4 to 5 on a 21 for 20 horse.
Yeah, David. Justin did call it this morning. He gets up early. I wasn't even up when he.
I was up.
We're 3 hours. I'm 3 hours ahead of him.
Thanks, David. I put it in the chat here too. I put the pick 3 up top. I ended up playing it 10 times, and you know, I like the last race. So everybody hang around for the last race. I I've tried to play a little bit less, you all. Like this is a very tough game, and I've tried to go back to basics of playing like pick threes a little bit. Pick fives are very tough. Oldy, Chris, so I try to like make a decision, and I think there's good value in the sequence here. At Keeneland late. It's great racing right now. There's a lot of great racing. We have good stuff coming. So it's a good day though.
Yeah, so we're you have a odds-on favorite or ended up at 1-1, who was 1 for 20 here. Let's see if the 1 can get home and break that losing streak. It looks like it will.
Yeah, it's Golden Gate. Of course it will. That's why horses go to Golden Gate to do that.
All right, so we're able to talk about that and squeeze in to Gulfstream here. Gulfstream, we have on the ticket, we have, let's see, we have 579 here. Love the
9.
I would love the 9 here.
No, you don't love the 9. You need the 9.
Yes.
Wait, this is mandatory pick 6. What happened? What's been going on?
All chalk.
All chalk.
I'm ready for the turf. I asked Scotty and Alfredo. The turf's coming soon, and great turf course looks like. We're just at the end of the meet here. I don't know. I don't even know why they did a mandatory. What was the pool?
What do you think the pool was?
Maybe 80, 60,000, 80,000. Did they get 100?
No, for the mandatory. It's mandatory today. What was the final pool?
Oh, I don't think it was very big. Like maybe 100,000. I don't know.
No.
Or did they like seed it for something?
There was between 500,000 and 600,000.
Oh, I mean that makes sense. I just didn't. What was it at? What was the carryover at?
50,000.
50? Oh, that's actually bigger than I thought. Like I see. That's what I was trying to say. I mean, I would have thought maybe like 300. I don't know.
I've heard rumblings that the 20 cent may be gone at Gulfstream too.
I hope it does. I'd rather play something different.
Well, that would pretty much ensure, unless it was a big carryover, that I don't play any more of these pick sixes. So that's great.
I mean, you can't play them all the time, but the dollar ones give you so much more value if there are a
you
few
win at
horses
such a low percentage.
But you win at such a low
percentage. When's the last time you hit a dollar pick six?
Probably the last time you hit a 20 cent one. I mean, it's not like, it's the same thing. Except the only thing with the 20 cent is it just allows people to add and add. You look at tickets and you got 7 out of 12 horses. There's no opinion there. But, again, if you play shorter cost tickets, even at the dollar level, all you need is be 1 for 100 and you will be ahead.
So Alfredo loves the 5 here.
Does he?
Yes. Get the sound down here.
Now moved into second. Big and Classy's on a hold between horses, and Big Daddy Dave is at the rail. Then back to the skipper two. Racing at the inside is Handy Dandy. In between runners, Slim Slow Slider, and the late running veteran, Noble Dramas, last of the 9 through an opening quarter of 23 and 3. They race to the half-mile point.
Is this the one he tweeted out?
Boy, but he's only a neck in front.
Is this the one he tweeted out, Alfredo?
Delivers, and he's on the attack second. Up to the outside, Octane is now third, a length and a half in front of Big and Classy. Working overtime is Handy Dandy. Dropping back is Big Daddy Dave. Trying to rally on the outside is Slim Slow Slider. Dropping back to Skipper 2.
Oldy, is this the stakes race?
45 and 4
yeah,
for
there were
the
4 stakes
races. Here's Octane. He's going after Dean
this
Delivers.
Is the third.
Right now he's going
I don't think the 5 going to get there. He might. He's scrubbing already big time.
Is now third. Slim Slow Slider is on the outside and back for a little bit more inside.
That horse on the outside might be dangerous. But
Octane, 3/4 and 9 and 4.
5 might.
Classy runs at him on the outside. Then Big Daddy Dave.
I think 10
outside.
Hold on.
Slim Slow Slider. Dean Delivers coming up empty, but Octane has a winning kick.
Yeah, well,
it's Octane for Arundel Farm. Another stakes tally for Edgard Zayas. Octane is in front. Big and Classy is second.
Zayas
holding on to third was Big Daddy Dave, and then the Skipper 2 fourth in 136 flat.
And
you got a 11 horse over a 10 horse at Gulfstream. How often does that happen?
Yeah. More reasons why not to worry about them until they have turf.
All right, so we
can go to Backwood Up, race 9 in a minute.
All right, I'm
We
pulling
can't
that up
show
right
it, but we can listen to it.
And what do you like here?
Are they sloppy?
Yeah. Sloppy Joe. Tony was asking about the last race earlier today, and I was like, yeah, sloppy. I don't really like it. And then Oldie had some comment about martinis.
Yeah.
They're loading right now. Want me to turn the sound on?
Yeah. Let's go with the 4, Dylan Davis.
I'm going to go 6, 10, 12 here.
6,
All
10,
first
12.
players.
All right. 4,
I
6,
don't think
10,
I'll get
12.
it in time, but
The 4 is about to load. It is loaded.
4,
There's
6,
only
10, 12. That's my dollar exacta box.
10's 2 to 1 now.
So that means the 8 wins. Is there a Linda Wright horse in here? Probably not. They're
Going
maiden.
for Glory and Miss Bourbon. Beach Cruiser goes in. Now the outside 2, number 11 going for Glory.
Yeah.
I have the 6 single for the pick 5. Says Tony.
Will complete the field.
Beach
And it's a field of 10 going 6 furlongs. They're all in.
The
Can
6.
you all hear?
Yeah.
Do you hear? Right.
Yep. And they're off.
And they're off.
1,700 for the 6.
There's My Kind of Mischief. Down at the rail is La Indecente. And a Tavern is up close. On the outside is Ashburn Alley up the back stretch. My Kind of Mischief leading by a neck. In between horses is a Tavern in second.
5's
Ashburn
like
Alley
just
on the
cruising,
outside
man, but
next
you
to
get a
third.
lot of pressure.
And then comes
Big
the Beach
price,
Cruiser,
but
who's racing in
7 and
fourth.
10 is like sitting right off.
Moving up in between horses now is Book of Wisdom into 5th. Miss Bourbon far outside in 6th. La Indecente drops back
6
at the rail
trying
in
to
7th.
sit right off the
Photo
pace. At least
finishes
it's
in
not
8th.
like
Then farther back, it is
super
going for
nasty.
Glory and Mysaria. The quarter 22 and 1. 3 of them across. My Kind of Mischief down at the rail. 10
5
is in
gun.
between horses. And on the outside is Ashburn Alley.
10 gonna
As
be
they come
tough
into the
out there,
stretch,
man.
Here's Ashburn Alley now to take the lead. Tavern is back running in second.
8's the only
Book
one
of
who's
Wisdom
closing,
is
maybe.
third and gaining ground. And then on the
Here
outside, it
comes
is
the
Beach Cruiser.
tube in a mess.
In the meantime, Ashburn
Dang,
Alley
gone.
has built a 4-length lead. Now a 5-length lead. Book of Wisdom and Photo Finish making late runs, but no threat to this
Sorry,
first
Tony.
time out winner, Ashburn Alley.
Bummer, buddy.
Yeah, that's what
I
did.
was definitely there at Laurel today. I feel you, Tony.
You were at Laurel and you made it all the way back to Chicago?
No, I'm broadcasting from my hotel room.
That's pretty good.
Oh, man.
What's funny is that Art had posted in our stretch run chat that he saw a bunch of planes flying over his house because there's an air show in Jacksonville. Most of those planes that he saw were all flying over the farm this morning, doing their groupings and whatnot before they flew out to Jacksonville. It sounded like a World War II because they're all like a bunch of prop planes and whatnot. There are like 10 of them, and the wife's out there riding the horse, and I'm like, geez, guys, please do not crash into each other because they'll fall right on her. That's the look I had. All right. What is next? Santa Anita, race
3.
3.
Guys want to put a pick 3 together?
No, I'm waiting for later at Santa Anita myself.
Did you look at the last race at Santa Anita?
Did I look at the last one? Yes.
The 9th? The 9th race?
Yes.
All first-time starters, man, almost. There's a couple horses.
And did you look at the works?
No, who's working good?
Everybody.
Well, not everybody, but not surprisingly, there's a Baffert with a 4-star work there.
Yeah.
Which horse is it?
Baffert that gets the 4-star
He has 2
work.
horses.
That gets the
one?
4-star work gets Vasquez, which is odd.
But
I know. I love Ramon. I met him when I was at Del Mar. He's a good dude. Like I have a picture with him. He took a picture with me. He was awesome.
JJ's not riding in that race. Is he suspended? Maybe.
Yeah. Wow. Why is Mike Smith riding? That's
Why?
scary. Kyle Frey riding for Baffert too, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know,
And Mike Smith too.
I know the 7 is going to be a big price, but that guy can get horses ready to go. So, I'm not saying that the horse is a likely winner, but if you're playing, exactus tries, supers, and things like that, I think that horse can hit the board.
Well, I'll tell you the 6 is half to 8 rings.
6?
Yes.
Tabor, yeah, that's got regal ownership there.
The system also loves the 1. Let's see. Let's look at the 6 here for a second.
How did Razor get the Baffert interview?
He asked. It would be my answer. He contacted Baffert and asked. Razor? Yeah, he's got an interview coming up with Baffert.
When?
Oh, yeah.
It hasn't been announced.
Good for him. Like, yeah. I love that. He's a good dude. Man, he has been, if Razor's around, kudos to that guy. That guy has been on fire in sports betting in MLB, man.
Yes,
like 27.
Oh my gosh. Like, if you guys bet sports and baseball specifically at the moment, Razor has been absolutely killing it. Like,
you know where else he kills it? And I don't even know how to bet it.
Parks?
Fucking Highlight.
Yeah. I love it, man. Yeah, I see him post some crazy stuff sometimes. I love him. He plays kind of crazy like I do. But he is a great sports handicapper. I mean, like,
yeah.
It's amazing.
I think he's just a lucky guy. No, obviously.
And actually, he's a good horse handicapper too. I mean, when I have free time during the work week, I do check out his shows sometimes. And I was talking about, you know how hard it is to do one day to prepare for one show a week. He's doing like 5 shows a week.
Yeah.
I mean, it's impressive. JJ is suspended till the 23rd, so that's why you see Vasquez and Kyle Frey and Mike Smith riding there.
Well, out of all of them, I would probably go with. Kyle's been not riding bad, but I'm not. I mean, the whole Santa Anita card really wasn't. I was trying to limit myself today to like 12 bets because it's kind of in between here till we get to the Breeders' Cup in 2 weeks. There usually isn't going a whole lot here in terms of quality. So,
yeah. Well, I actually appreciate that. Like, good for you. Like, I try to do the same thing this weekend. I'm not actually going to play a ton. I got a fantasy basketball team going now, and football. I'm like, it's crazy in fantasy football. So I lost Nick Chubb and Anthony Richardson to injuries. 14-team league, somebody dropped CJ Stroud yesterday, and you can only carry two quarterbacks in a 14-team league. Dropped him to help with the bye. I'm like, luckily I held the first waiver claim, and I need a quarterback. I'm starting Baker Mayfield this week, but
I had my first bad week in our league, Justin, last week.
My team's rough. I'm struggling in riding with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, who are not helping the situation. But I have another league where I'm 0-6, man. And I was like relief at quarterback. It's been tough, but I traded for Breece Hall, so that was good. Like, my team's coming around.
I'm gonna regret. I'm a game behind Brad and my buddy Dave for first place in this league, and have made by far the most moves too. I'm just looking right now. I've made 20 moves. Nobody else has more than 13.
Oldy making the moves.
You have some of the same guys I have in the other league. I have like Wan'Dale Robinson, Michael Wilson. Like I grabbed Josh Downs really early. Like
There's a lot of good young kids coming. All right, Tony, I didn't have anybody. I didn't look here. We're going to talk Keeneland probably shortly, and I think Woodbine. But, Oldie, what do you have? Where were you going here?
So we're in the pick 4. We have 1, 2, 6 here.
Good luck.
We'll get the sound
On the
on.
outside.
There is not coffee in my coffee cup.
I think I'm out, man.
In the
It
gate.
was a long week. I needed 2 coffee today. Good luck, Oldie.
And they're off. Henny's Crazy Train, Spoiled
Almost an
Rotten, Classy
exact
Mademoiselle
replica
outside
of the
of
start
them
from the last race.
as they move into the
Where the
first
6
turn.
tried to get to the
Quora,
lead from
followed
the
by Penn
outside.
Street, and Whistler's Style is at the back. 7 furlongs to run, and Spoiled Rotten is the leader by just about a half a length. Classy Mademoiselle up alongside.
Breeders'
in
Cup
second,
gonna be
and
good,
Henny's
Bill.
Crazy Train gets a good
Best
spot
days of
just behind
racing, in
them,
my
2 off the
opinion, all
pace in
year.
third.
I was talking
Penn
about this
Street moves
earlier,
up just
Justin, though.
outside of her.
Don't
Another
you feel
2
like
back
there's
to
been less
Whistler's
buzz about
Style,
this Breeders'
and
Cup
then a length and a half to the trailer.
versus
They run
a
toward the
lot
5/8,
past
and it
years?
Yeah.
is Classy
Yeah,
Mademoiselle
for sure.
who now asserts herself
100%.
off the rail.
Kind of
leading
sneaks
by
up
about a
on you,
length
but
as
it's going to be a
Spoiled
good
Rotten
one.
comes through in
And maybe
second,
that's because
and
there's
Henny's
no
Crazy
like
Train in between them.
flight
Penn
line.
Street is now in fourth with 3 to make up. Whistler's Style has to go wide, but
Yeah.
is very much in the thick of it.
In the
And
classic.
another length back to Quora with less than a half mile to go. And it's Classy Mademoiselle, Henny's Crazy Train, Whistler's Style, steady progress, Penn Street just inside of her. Spoiled Rotten has dropped out of it as the field comes to the quarter pole. Quora goes by her. It's Classy Mademoiselle by a half a length. Henny's Crazy Train in second, and then comes Whistler's Style third there at the top of the stretch. Classy Mademoiselle, narrow advantage at the rail. Henny's Crazy Train about a half length away. 3 more to Whistler's Style. Core on the outside.
That
of
horse
Penn
game on
Street,
the
a 16th
inside.
To run. Classy
Yeah, gonna get
Mademoiselle
it.
or Henny's Crazy Train.
Nope.
Classy Mademoiselle.
6 going to
Well, I'll
hang
take the
on.
boom.
Train. Here's
Yeah,
the line.
good job, man.
Classy
7 to 2.
Mademoiselle fends
The
off
2
Henny's
was
Crazy
game, but
Train.
6 was
Then
just
it was
too
Penn
good.
Street
Yeah.
third and Whistler Style.
It
finished
was
fourth.
1, 2, 6 there, so I guess the 2 would have been better.
I mean, you can't complain when you have 2 good prices
Yeah.
dueling in the stretch.
The 1 and the 3, the co-favorites, non-factors there.
You like to see that.
Yep. All right, we're
Photo
4
finish.
minutes from race 8 at Woodbine. Let me take care of
Keeneland's
this.
in 10. Yeah, we got Woodbine here. This looks like a tough allowance, I thought, Oldie. What was
Yeah.
it? Race 9 is the 5 and 6 race 9. That's your single. Did you get out of that last leg?
Yeah, I got dumped first leg.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Who won
I
that?
play, it's Woodbine, so playing back my pick 5 as a pick 4 is only costing $30.
What about the 2-horse here, man? I just looking at this, catching this 2-horse. Did you already look at this horse?
I think the 4 is. Let me pull this up real fast for you guys. Let's see, where's my Woodbine? We'll make this the Woodbine one. I think this 4, Hey Bobby, is super, super sneaky here.
What race is this? Race 8, right?
Yeah.
2 minutes to post.
1%.
Who won the Santa Anita race?
The
The
6.
6.
The 2 is like super game on the inside, though. Ran a good race.
Was that Crazy Train?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
we're going.
Oh,
That was the Ozzy Osbourne horse.
If you want to see the best cover of Crazy Train on
I love
YouTube,
it.
go and search Huddle's Pity Party Crazy Train. That guy has got a hell of a voice. It's a scary looking clown, and he does a great cover. It's got a great ending, which is a little bit different than the original song.
As you would expect with somebody named Puddles, right? He's a
Yeah.
clown.
Yeah, and there's also he does another video with he sings the theme to Gilligan's Island to the tune of Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah. So one of my buddies at work, we call him Pickles. Pickles the clown, to be exact. It's a long story. We
Well, that
started.
sounds like a big HR violation, right?
And in this case, no. So we were all teammates, and we were at a training, and the guy giving the trainings, last name was Kneebone. And my buddy Lee turns to me, he's like, Kneebone, that's freaking hilarious. I'm going to call that guy Elbow Cartilage. And we just started nicknaming people with like almost the opposite of, and so the guy's last name sounds like lettuce, so we named him Pickles. And then he also happens to be a mountain unicyclist, but we'd always talked about him dressing up in a clown suit.
Well,
going up a mountain on a unicycle with like the do 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 music, and so he became Pickles the Clown.
Well, Buffalo Mike knows Puddles. He likes him.
Puddles.
So, and Puddles Pity Party. You got to look him up. Puddles Pity Party on YouTube. That dude has got a voice.
Right.
And Buffalo Mike is our Stretch Run Chat resident Limerick guy.
He's amazing. He does an amazing job. I totally agree with you.
Yeah, all of mine
Chris,
start with, there once was a man from Nantucket. And then goes from there.
I just love music. Anybody who does anything related to music. I'm on the 2-horse here. This is a big price at 13-1. I can't even pass up value here at top win percent, top GSR, second pick. Like I just bet the 2 to win. 11-1.
This is green.
Is the amount of bets on your screen this tall, Justin, or
Gloriania has gate number?
Nah, it's like back where you were. No. I only
2, but just a little less.
I haven't bet that much today.
I've looked back at some old screenshots here.
Right. Sacred Dancer to gate 9. Owens to a guide of Pioneer's Edge will complete the lineup.
Over here.
Sophia Vives the outside gate.
I bet a lot in that race one at Laurel with the 10 and the 4. That would have paid about 1,500. I had the try, I had the super, I had it all, but I didn't have the 9 to get second on every bet. I was playing for a lot of value there.
I wish that the ADWs would give you an opportunity, like TG does, where I can go on a timeout. I wish I could do that for track.
A game, so
just say, never show me
much have any one of 4 horses jump as favorite.
I like playing Laurel Park like early races on the turf. You can find such good value sometimes there, is what I've seen.
This race will take us to the feature today. The Ontario.
I got beaten by my second choice in the leg 5 of the pick 5 there. There was 13-1.
Well,
because I decided to single. I went cheap. I went $40 on the ticket instead of my normal ticket amount, and it paid about $7,000.
It did? Wow.
Yes.
3,500.
Oh man.
3,500. I thought I saw 7,500. Sorry. Yeah. So I was alive in that leg.
They're all in. They are.
And was single to the 6, and I was just 6, 8, 11 was my top 3.
If you were a starter, is there any chance in hell you're standing outside the rail?
No.
I would never stand outside the rail.
No reason. Why? There's no reason to.
Why doesn't he try and stand between the 4 and the 5 posts and try and fade them going out?
One of these times, one of those guys is going to get nailed by a horse.
Driving as Mrs. Green into 3rd.
That won't be the guy at Sam Houston, that's for
sure.
Bobby,
but Owens to a guy shot out in front from the outside. Well, Baby Gloriani, Pioneer's Edge, and second last is Lady Moonshine, and last is Verdejo.
I didn't expect the horse to get loose like this.
To a guide by 3.5 to 4 lengths over Mrs. Green.
Probably going very fast, but the horse is loose.
Game Sacred Dancer, High Bobby Gloriani, then Pioneer's
Edge,
Lady Moonshine, and Verdejo. They're all off the
big
facing Owens to a guide who is burning the midnight oil here. 22 flat the first quarter. Leads
really
by 4
fast.
Mrs. Green, Ambassador Luna. 1.5 A game and Sacred Dancer.
This is going to melt.
Very few horses win from off the pace. Can this horse keep going today? Owens to a guide, munching through fractions, turns 4 or 5 in front. Mrs. Green in second, giving chases, started to wind up. Then Ambassador Luna, Owens to a guide, down to the final furlong.
Not going to melt.
Mrs. Green trying her hard out,
that horse
good
gone,
ground, but still 2.5 behind. Owens to a guide, 2 in front.
Run good,
Mrs. Green on the outside, trying desperately, but Owens to a guide does it. Gets to the wire in front by
very
about
fast,
3/4.
Yeah.
Mrs. Green from
9-2 on the time.
And Pioneer's Edge.
How do they do that checkerboard on the turf?
Long shot.
Oh, was it? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the pace, would it have a big pace figure? No,
We did not. No.
Well, look at these fractions. We had first
Yeah.
quarter 22, then we had a 43 and 4/2 mile,
That's
56
crazy
for the
fraction.
5/8, and the time in the end, 19.05.
Just ran them off their feet, man.
What is Mount
Yeah.
Speedball track.
That was impressive, I must say. I mean, smart move by trainer jockey there. I mean, I didn't see that
No.
happening, but yeah.
All right, we got 7 minutes to the gate. We got 3 minutes. What do we have going on in Keeneland here? We got to be getting, yeah, we're 3 minutes to Keeneland.
I'm just 4-6-9 here. In a pick 3, I played 10 times. I played the pick 4 for $40.50. Man, I would have loved that 11 horse in the first leg.
It's interesting that the 7 is the 1-to-1 favorite right now.
I didn't use the horse, man. I just went 4-6-9. You know, that I'm surprised. I'm so surprised that Dazzling Blue is not taking any money, to be honest, for Brad Cox. But
so that's an 80 and an 86 that the 6 ran against, but the 7 torched the 6 last time out. That was a common race.
Yeah. I mean, the 7 got the lead, right? And then the 6 didn't get the lead. I mean, it's clear there at Saratoga. I mean, that's what happened. So is the same thing going to happen today? I mean, you have Gaff going to sit on the outside of Florent Giroux. I thought that you could get. I thought that Sherry DeVoe with the 4 horse was really dangerous here. This horse comes out of the Churchill Oaks. That was a 78. Has shown a great ability to rate kind of stock off the pace. This horse could be really dangerous if the 6 and 7 hook up. And then I used the long shot through the 9.
Yeah, the 9 looks like he needs the lead too, though.
Yeah, no, I know. But, I think I didn't like the 7. I just thought that horse might get – I used the 4-6-9. I used the 6 and 9 maybe on the lead. I just tossed the 7 here. I think the 4 is the horse that I would put on top if I put a horse on top. This horse, I think, can really sit the trip, would be my opinion.
What about a 4-8-5? I actually like the 5 a bit.
Yeah, 2%. It's a tough race. Either one of those horses could get up. I think the 4 is the one with Velasquez. But the pace here is going to be pretty hot again. We just saw it at Woodbine what happened. But, the Keeneland dirt here, they're sprinting. Yeah. Going 7. Never easy on the dirt, going 7. But I didn't use the 1 specifically because of that. But I could see it, man. It's a great race for a grade 2 in the Raven Run. You have Florent Giroux. That horse, you're getting so much value at, EquinEdge morning line is 9 to 5. It's pretty crazy. And I don't get the price on the 7. A 9% win. Like, the system just doesn't like it.
And people are looking at, maybe Brinkman doesn't win next time out.
I'm going with the 8.
Good luck. I'm 4-6-9, but I take the 4.
I use 4-8 and I use the 5 as a bomber in my exacta.
Dazzling Blue comes forward.
I could see it. Any of those horses get up in an exacta.
By the way, you can bet those. You could have bet those Far Hill races today. It's
nice.
listed in my ADW is Monmouth at Far Hill.
Oh. It would be even better if it was Monmouth
at Moncton.
Yeah, and the Meadowlands at Far Hills.
Yeah, and the race takes place at like Mountaineer.
Or Moncton.
Yeah, Moncton's got a great course.
Yeah. The Lexus Raven Run Stakes.
And it's
the Alpha Star. Smooth into stride, comes right.
So 9's gonna press the 7
on the outside. Lady Rattler comes
and it's the saddle cloths with no
toward the inside.
That are all the same color.
On the outside, Lily Poo.
It's all right. There's not too many of them. The 9 gonna sit right off the 7. 8 sitting the trip. You can see Florent Giroux trying to get that horse to like stock off the, right off. Like the 7 got a fairly easy lead though. I don't think the 9 can rate. The 4 is just sliding through on the rail.
Yep.
And this horse looks loaded, but gonna have to like get through.
It is Ancient Peace who's still second on the outside.
Florent Giroux, right? And the pink hat's coming, trying to like stock off the pace.
Dazzling Blue has to go wide to the top of the stretch. She's 5th. Lily Poo is in 6th. And Apple Picker last. They turn for home. Alpha Star, the leader. Vava comes
There's
to
the 4 get
outside.
off the rail.
Blue out the center of the track is in 3rd.
7s just keep going though. Come on, 4, get up.
Come on, 4.
Gains the lead by a length. Vava's there.
Get up. Get up, 4.
Still trying.
Get up.
Still there.
Get up, baby.
Final furlong of the Lexus
Get up.
run.
Get up. Get up.
Got it.
Just like, I mean, same thing. And enough pressure from the 9 to get up. What's the pressure on the 7? The horse only small win percent. The 4 just looked. Sherry DeVoe, congrats. Go ahead.
Yep.
Go ahead, Oldie.
It just looked like they weren't running. The horses had finished 3rd, 4th, and 5th, all finished together, and it didn't look like any of the jockeys were trying. They had all given up.
Yeah, yeah.
It's annoying when they don't try. It really is.
I mean, 7 is a good horse. I just wanted somebody to press. And the 4, there was a lot of speed. The 9 did what I wanted it to do. That was fine. Florent Giroux tried to sit back and like stock off the pace with the 6, and the horse couldn't do it. But the 4 sits the perfect trip. You get 5-2 against the 7 there.
Yeah, much better.
I mean, the 7 was just too over bet, in my opinion. I wish I would have played my pick 3 even like cold. Or a double there. But it's a winner, back-to-back winners, and then the last race, Oldie, here. I love the exacta. It's a great exacta, but. I'm home. I have 3 horses in the last, in the pick 4 for $50 or for $1. I played the pick 4 for $1, and then the pick 3 I played 10 times.
Our Breeders' Cup betting challenge champion Brad is alive to the 1 and 5, the 10, and the 3, 4, 8 at Keeneland in the last for the turf pick 3.
Good for him. I love it. We'll sync back up on that. It's a great race in my opinion. What's next? Gulfstream? Oh, Golden Gate or Gulfstream?
Go Golden Gate because it's going to go. We have enough time before Gulfstream.
Is the red light on?
The red light is on, and we're off. Apparently, just that one horse, but you have a massive pace advantage on the 2 horse, the long shot here.
5 horse field. They should have moved the Breeders' Cup to Golden Gate this year for their last, one of their last meets. Can you imagine the freak out with everybody? And we're going to move it to Golden Gate. You guys are going to run on the synthetic.
They ran on the synthetic for the Breeders' Cup at Arlington.
Yeah, they ran on it at Santa Anita too.
Yeah, but the Arlington one was not that long ago.
That was the reason why Jess Jackson wouldn't send Rachel out.
Yeah.
I don't want to run on the plastic.
Maybe he knew, though, that the horse didn't. Maybe they
might have had an early version of EE where the synthetic numbers on Rachel were not good.
Or maybe he had worked the horse on synthetic.
I'm like, what are you all talking about? Now I know what you're talking about.
No, he didn't want to come out. They didn't want to face each other.
Yeah, I know.
And the whole argument between Rachel and Zenyatta is just dumb.
Well, look what happened when Beholder and Songbird faced each other. That's still a controversy.
That much.
Those were two. That's when I kind of first started watching horse racing. A few years before that. It was the American Pharoah Triple Crown was when I started watching horse racing.
Yeah, that's the wall right there. That's the picture on the wall. That painting is 12 of 12, and then there's all 3 programs.
Yeah, it's when I started watching, but Beholder and Songbird were 2 absolutely incredible horses. I would say some of the best that I've seen that I've followed the sport.
Yeah,
Well,
there's my Churchill, American Pharoah,
I love that, man.
Pimlico, and Belmont.
I think this 2 is cooked.
Yeah.
The 2 look cooked. He's the 2 Cobra Jet. No more a jet. Game.
Looking for
Oh,
revenge.
it is game. 2 is game.
Yeah.
That horse needs to get through, whoever that is. I think the 2
That's
gonna
a
stop.
7. Yeah, but the 5. It was looking like the 5 was, or the 6 was going to take over there.
7.
1's going to win this race.
Yeah.
Over the top. 7 on the rail.
Ooh, 7 held on.
Wow.
All right. Perfect timing right into Gulfstream. My ticket's dead. I was single to the 7 here. A lot of pace in this race. Just couldn't find anybody who could take advantage because this field is terrible. Chris liked the 9 here, Hurricane Nelson. Not
Race
getting
number
bet.
10?
Yeah.
Is this the last race of the day? No.
Nope.
Oh.
Last stakes race, but Hurricane Nelson, still maiden. There's a bunch of other maidens here.
Wow, this is a great race. This is the girls going 7.
Yeah, is it the girls?
I think it is.
Yeah, no, this is Colts. The boys.
These are fun races, to be honest, in my opinion. Yeah. What race is this? 9?
10.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome back. When I say welcome back, I hear the theme song in my head.
Welcome back. I should not be allowed to sing, though.
That was a great show.
Yeah.
They're going to be flying on the front. This 2 horse is fast.
They better be flying.
I don't know how good this horse is. It gave it up just in the stretch last time on the Tapeta, so it's switching back to dirt.
And losing a bunch of GSR. And the same thing with the 10 Mattingly seems to want synthetic.
Some of these horses, they're going to be flying. So I don't know. I think I'm looking for somebody probably to not be too far back, but the speed's so dangerous at Gulfstream on the dirt, right?
It's odd. I mean, you would think Mattingly would be more of a dirt horse, maybe some turf.
Yeah.
I don't know. He played on a lot of synthetic fields.
Well, they all did during those eras, but you know, he was mainly on the dirt, though.
Yeah, he was mainly standing on the dirt.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, I told her to come. I told her to come by.
There's who's going to come running though. That's the question.
I mean, the 7 might just be too good. I mean, this horse is 56%. I mean, your 3 to 5's the EquinEdge morning line. I mean, somebody might close, but this speed's going to be insanely hot. Jaramillo sending, right? I mean, he's going to try to put the 2 away, I guess. I mean, the 2's fast though, but I don't see it winning.
Edwin on the 12 maybe, but even that horse is so far outside on going 1 turn.
The affirmed. First half of your
just needs to show speed. I mean, if Edwin can get out of the gate, I mean, I don't know, man. There's some.
For the riding assignment here.
I mean, there's just nothing. I mean, maybe call it the 6.
What about Reyes on the? What about Reyes on the 1 to just like sit and go around on the track and just get a good trip? And I don't know. That would be the only kind of horse that maybe I see.
Last chance.
The 7 looks tough. The 1's has a low GSR. 5 horse is a big price.
Thoroughbred racing.
Maybe the 6.
Yeah.
Justin, we got to bring one of your boys on one day to handicap a race.
Yeah.
They were just They just came by. Go ahead, Oldie.
I just don't trust Marcus Meneses in a race like this.
Lasso.
I agree.
He's beat me so many times going 1 turn.
Squints.
He's on the inside on the Breen horse.
Down to the beast, draws the outside. That
by
means
Cozen.
Vasquez might be a little bit interesting on the 3, to be honest. That's where I go at a big price. Maybe a win play show bet on the 3 would be my bet here.
Sound of the Beast. And Edwin Gonzalez to complete the line.
The 7 has rated before.
It's all about the 9 here, man.
They're in the gate.
The 9's a hanger and a banger.
And they're off in the affirmed. Ben Tornato was away cleanly enough, and he's reaching out for some forward position. He's beat to the lead by Esperone, however. Esperone to the top.
As we expected, because we have the EquinEdge pace number.
Squints is put in tight, and he shuffles back. Mattingly is next. Out in the
How
center
fast
goes
they
down
gonna
to
go?
Beast.
The 7's trying to rate.
I'd say 21.
Seminole Chief. He's
I hope.
drumming 7 lengths of the speed.
22 and
22. Not that fast.
Is my guy. Secret Lover is the
7's just trying to rate. 2 gonna get put away.
3 opening quarter.
Where do you see
Up
when
front,
we
Ben
get timing at
Tornato is now
Canterbury
in
without the
lead.
run-up?
He leads by a neck over second running Esperone. Far outside.
Who's on the
Sound of
outside?
Beast
The
is on a
10?
4-wide blitz.
Mattingly?
The 12 that I talked
Is all
about.
in and not responding. Here's Hurricane
Here
Nelson
comes the
into clear.
9.
He's on a 3-wide move now as they pass the 3/8 mark. It's Ben Tornato
7's in
front
hand,
for a
though.
45 2.5 mile. Sound of
He
the
shook
Beast
him
is
up,
second.
man.
Hurricane Nelson
The
launches
10,
his attack on
but
the
now he
outside
goes.
third. Mattingly back for a little bit more with an inside lane. 5 ahead of Lasso, and there's a quarter of a mile left to go. Jaramillo nursing the speed of Ben Tornato. He's off the turn, and it's time
Too
to go
much,
to work.
man. Too
He's
good.
3 on top with an 1/8 of a mile to go.
Speed too much.
Hurricane Nelson
Let's
tried,
look
but he's
here,
being
because
outkicked.
that's a
Mattingly
2-year-old.
tries to rally into second. 3
For
quarters and 10
D'Angelo.
flat. We're on our way for a possibility of a series sweep as Ben Tornato will go 2 for 2 in the series. He wins the affirm by 3 in the end. Mattingly with good hard work to get second. Third was Hurricane Nelson. They were nicely clear of Roar Ready, who run on for fourth in 123 and 2.
Like I said, though, that 9's a hanger.
Yeah.
You didn't hang there. You can't hang when you're 8 back. It's not possible.
He was making a move around the turn, and see, he didn't get by there. He hung for third instead of second there.
Yeah, hung for third.
Yes,
like
he won't pass. He would not pass the 12.
I've had you tell me that horses are certain horses are hangers that have run 2 times, and then they go on to win by 7.
Well, but that was the one that ran 2 times that was a hanger. It's in a closet. The sleeves are on the hanger.
Sleeves are on.
7, by the way, I looked at the GSR tab, plus tab, pure sprinter. So not somebody, well, they may try this horse longer, but I don't think it will get the distance.
So to see the pick 6 going to cover your ticket, you think?
Well, I'm not alive, but I still think the 13 has a chance in the last.
That 13th has a chance in the last. I wish we had like a dunk contest like they used to have on the Battle of the Network Stars, where we could play against that. That would be cool. All right. Moving right along. What do we got here? 4 minutes.
We got 4 minutes to Anita.
Race 4. In the meantime, that Justin's off, we have to look at that Michael Penix guy, which is kind of reminds me of that race I mentioned earlier that I thought I saw the name wrong on.
Yes. Ask Justin to put up his Penix memorabilia, because they play on that.
I'm sure they do.
Big Penix energy.
Yeah.
Let's see. So we're at Santa Anita. Race 4. The 6 looks like a big fave here for Mark Glatt.
Man, these 6 horse fields just kill me.
Well, they're going to get more horses once Golden Gate closes.
Yeah, they just don't have class level for them. That's all.
It was a joke.
I know it was a joke, but the problem is you just they can't run at the class levels that are there.
Yeah.
Los Al's got about a year left, I think. Next year, or late this year, or early next year is when that quarter horse track opens up in Kentucky.
Well, we'll see then, because I want to see how it affects the fields in Lone Star and Remington too.
They're all going to go to Kentucky.
Did you just say
the purses
tracking in Kentucky?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're open. There's
notice.
a quarter horse track opening up in Kentucky, and it's a giant. Remember the old,
Dude, this
the
is
old Maiden track that was kind of a triangle with circles on the side.
We have an objection at Gulfstream on the 7 by somebody who did not place on the start.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
All right, you guys go to San Anita.
Can you pull the video? Pull the video up. Yeah. Let's watch both.
We got time before San Anita, so.
And then we got Keeneland. Oh, we got Woodbine, but Keeneland in 15 minutes. So let's make sure to save some
The
time.
result stands as posted and is
All right,
now
not allowed.
Yeah.
It looked like somebody went sideways, and it wasn't the 7 there, from what I saw. So
they should have put the 9 up.
Well, the 9 was in 3rd, so
double DQ.
Like Simba Warrior in here. Big Buzz, always been a big fan of this horse. I've known him for a really long time. He's out of a very productive mare and Not Unusual. George Kokorian had Not Unusual and bred Big Buzz.
Good old George
by
Kokorian.
His sire, Mr. Big. And it just goes to prove you've got an 8-year-old
I
here
plan
who will be running
on having a Big Buzz tonight.
time. And that's the
I was going to say too close to
Mr.
Kevorkian.
Longevity and versatility that his horses.
What you don't want is the vet name.
Coming on
Kevorkian.
you can see that Ron Ellis is demonstrating.
Tell your horse to run.
We used to, when we lived in California, we used to have a vet that would come out to the ranches and whatnot.
And I think
he will. I mean, that horse, the vet could come out and the horse could just like have like a minor issue, and he'd be like, "Yeah, I'd put him down." It's like, oh, it's all he did.
Might be about a sprinter.
Yeah, I'd put him down.
So I would have preferred him.
Yeah, he's got a tooth problem. I'd put him down.
Outside as well, the 6-year-old, but he does come off a really big
all right, what do you want here?
And that was sprinting.
I have the 6 and the 4. Tony likes the 1.
A better sprinter than he is a router.
Good juju.
Prove me wrong, and he is.
Sue's riding. Good little jock.
It's post time for race ball.
Tori Alba, the apprentice on the 3, the EquinEdge long shot higher. There doesn't look to be a lot of speed here. Who's going to lead?
It's a good question.
3 going to ascend with the apprentice? Sources from France, racing on the dirt. Huh. Definitely bred for the turf. Wow.
I mean, the 6 is top pace by 1 point.
But that's like very low pace numbers for 2 turns on the Santa Anita dirt. I mean,
can we get a 3rd? We will have the sign of the devil, I believe, here. If we get another 6 here. 6. We're 6. 6. So one more 6. We're 666 here.
but Tony likes the 1. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Tony,
the 4 was actually my. I mean, it's hard to say.
Right.
I mean, there's just no speed here, Justin. What do you think?
Yeah, I know. I would assume that the 3 is sending, dropping in class. Like it was first time 2 turns in a long time. That horse showed speed at Turf Paradise in a 56 and nearly wired the field. I mean, this horse only has 2 wins, but I think this horse fits here. It's a great long shot play.
It's post time.
I mean,
The horses are at the
I think
gate for the
Torielba
start of the
going to
pick
try
6.
to go and send on the 3.
I thought the 4 was my top pick here with the Sormo aboard.
Juju to the outside.
The good news is with these small fields, it's a short load.
In the gate.
Yeah.
And they're off. Perfect start. Zimba Warrior hustled out, set the Cento with natural early speed, air in between them prominent, and they're joined on the far
6
outside
has got some
by a
speed.
sprinting Good Juju. And so they move into the first turn, and Good Juju
Yeah.
is up to take the
They're
lead
having
from
not
Aaron
going to get there.
Settecento
Six
down on the
cleared.
inside.
Wow.
A gap of
Maybe
1 to
they're
3. Zimba Warrior
using
in
EE
fourth,
and saw this was a
followed by
paceless
My
race.
Indy
Look at
and Big
he wants to
Buzz,
send the
7
three
or
though.
8
Just let him
lengths
go.
off the
Like,
front runner.
he
Good
gonna
Juju,
try to
who
probably
gets no
rate,
breather
but
as Air right back at him in second. They are followed by
there's a 1 too.
Settecento,
Like they're putting a
racing
lot
in
of pressure
third, and now
just
moving
under
up in between
23.
horses.
Wow,
So
they're
these
look at
three
they're
are
not
keeping
letting those
after one
horses just
another,
sit
and
at easy
Settecento
fractions.
is now just a head behind Good Juju, with Air about a length behind them in third. Then Zimba Warrior in fourth, followed by My Indy, and Big Buzz starts his move a little early. They head toward the 3/8 pole, and Good
You did
Juju
slow it down there though.
opens
Went
up a length and a
27
half
and
again
2,
on
Oldie.
Settecento in second.
Yeah.
Then it's Air in third. Big Buzz only 3 lengths off the lead in fourth. And then comes Zimba Warrior and My Indy approaching the quarter pole, and Big Buzz keeps moving right along on the outside, and he's within a length of Good
that the
Juju.
5?
Good Juju,
Yeah.
Big
Yeah.
Buzz with a sustained bid in between them. Settecento
Wow.
as they straighten
They're
up
all
behind this
coming.
group. Zimba Warrior now dives down toward the rail and finishing with interest
Zimba
too.
Warrior on the rail
4
gonna
of
be
them line up
dangerous.
inside the 8th pole. Zimba Warrior
Is that
under
the
Kent
2?
DeSormo coming through
Yeah,
slowly to
5.
take
that's
the
the
lead
4,
from
Oldie.
Big
Yeah.
Buzz.
No, the
In
4.
between them, Settecento
Yeah, nice
drops
call.
back. It is Zimba Warrior.
Boom.
What a ride. Winning by a neck.
Well done.
Big Buzz second, photo for third between
Well,
Good
no big
Juju
prices,
and
but no favorites
Settecento.
either. Unless I
Hey.
got bet down and I just haven't seen it yet. Very patient ride by DeSormo there.
Yeah, that was nice.
Am I seeing that I'm getting
Number 4, Zimba
7 to
Warrior
1
was
on
first,
my
5 Big Buzz finished second, 6 Good Juju third, and 1 Settecento was fourth.
At Woodbine.
Woodbine? Yeah.
Yeah, that horse is 7 to 1. I'm with you, Oldie. Here, I take the 6 on the front end. This horse, we talked about it, right? Ran 9 furlongs back last November. You know, nearly a year ago. Second off the layoff. This horse has been racing. Justin Stein rides. I mean, he rode in that stakes race, which was the 68 as a 2-year-old, right? So, horse likely, you know, they had a lot of hopes and promise, but does win, Oldie, that 64.
Yeah.
So, win percent goes down a little bit. I think this horse, it has a pace advantage, which I think is, I think the 3 is just a cheap horse. You know, I think this horse is going to the lead. I'm with you. I think could be really, really tough on the front end. The 7, the favorite, right, has Chimera riding, and then the 8, you know, they're expecting this horse to stop based on what the public's betting. I'm with you on the 6. Good luck.
Thank you.
And
Now
the first
8 to
go
1
in is American Blaze. They're loading for the Ontario Derby. American Blaze draws the rail with the scratch of the 1. Twin City is next. Mile at an 8th.
We
Moving
talked
up
about the
is
5-6 exacta box earlier too. That's the other play that I thought was interesting.
Stablemate Stanley House alongside.
5 got bet down a lot.
Now the Prince of Wales winner, Velocitor.
It looks cold there too. That looks miserable.
And the Breeders' Stakes winner.
Yeah, it's
Touch and
crazy.
Ride.
It's you actually don't have too bad of weather here in Seattle.
So the front of the
It's been
gate
a
has
good,
been
like early fall.
kept
We've
open
had a
for
lot of
Touch and
sun.
Ride,
And
who is
there's a
now
little
down
bit of
3 to
sprinkle
1.
this morning, but we still
So
play
too are
basketball
Stanley
outside.
House and Forever Dixie 3 to 1. Touch and Ride. Just a 5th lifetime start. Comes up. Gate secured from the front. Getting a little restless there. Velocitor just for a moment. Forever Dixie, the filly, has gone on to gate 8. They're almost right with 2A crossing. And the other filly from the barn of Mark Cassie's solo album to the outside gate. They're set to run. Locked on their way in the Ontario Derby, just a tad behind them, two-way crossing, and Stanley House also a little back, and going out with the early lead on the inside, Twin City, taken on quickly by Velocitor, and on the extreme outside, Solo Album, a length away,
he
Cool
broke
Kiss, and Touch
fine,
and Ride in a good
but
spot, a
didn't
length away,
respond,
Stanley
didn't
House on the
ask.
outside of American Blaze as they
The
take
horse
the 10 out
has
the stretch.
won
Second
before,
last
not
is
on the
Forever
lead.
Dixie. Two-way crossing, two away last. Solo Album
We'll
shot out
see.
in front. Got
He may
across
go
the
to the
filly in
lead
the lead
still.
by a length
He's
and a
not
half.
going to let this
Velocitor,
10
Twin
horse
City
get
third. Length
loose,
away
I don't
fourth,
think,
Touch and
man.
Ride, travelling up well.
No.
On the inside, Cool Kiss trying to settle down. Stanley House is coming into it nicely mid-pack.
But a fast
Forever
pace
Dixie
for
tracks, and then on the inside, American Blaze and two-way crossing
9
is last.
furlongs.
Taking them along at the backstretch in front is Solo Album by
Yeah,
a
we'll
half to
see. I
Velocitor,
mean-
one away, Touch and Ride. Going early, Stanley House 3 and 4 wide, and over on the inside,
Well,
Twin
the-
City.
the
Everyone wants to be
five's
on the
sending
pace today, but
outside
they're
now. They
making
don't
early
want
moves
slow
deep on the
fractions.
track here. Both Touch and Ride and Stanley House as Velocitor prods for the lead, and Forever Dixie's running on. Cool Kiss back third last from American Blaze and last two-way crossing. Racing into the far turn, and now Stanley House is going really
Come
early
on, 5,
and has
6.
gone on the outside to join Solo Album and Velocitor.
Ten
They've
just
really
turned
turned
loose.
up the heat, and they
10
go out in
has
front.
horsed,
A
man.
length away, Touch and Ride, called on. Twin City is next,
6
but
done.
holding them, Solo Album quite comfortably by a length to Stanley House.
5 not gonna get
Velocitor
there
has
either.
dropped
Come on,
out,
7
running
is the
on Touch and
favorite.
Ride, coming now, and over on the inside, Twin City, two-way crossing, looks a bit
10
of a late
looks
chance.
gone, though.
Racing away the fillies, Solo Album by 2 lengths, Touch and
I
Ride
don't know.
coming on, and down the outside, Cool Kiss finishing now. Cool Kiss and
I
Touch
love
and
it,
Ride are
Woodbine.
coming.
We hear the crowd
Solo
in the
Album by a length,
background.
Touch
Yep.
and Ride in second. Solo Album on the inside, holding from Touch and Ride. It's
That's the
Solo
trip you
Album.
want for
Oh,
your
Solo
pick,
Album.
man.
She's
Right,
done it.
that's
The
what I
filly went
thought.
to length to
He's gonna
Touch
get,
and
but
Ride.
Justin
Cool Kiss
Stein
and two-way
didn't.
crossing. Then Twin City for
Yeah.
You
I
know,
don't know. You know, they didn't send the 6. Got beat by the 10 to the lead, and you know, but
Yeah.
not surprising to see somebody on the front end there.
4 minutes.
All
What
right,
was
we
your
got
exact at
Keeneland.
Keeneland?
Yeah, let's talk Keeneland. So I'm closing out here in the pick 3, the pick 4. I used three horses here. I used the 1, 7, and 10. 10 times in the pick 3 and 2 times in the pick 4. It's not paying gigantic, but the pick 4 is paying anywhere from like 200 to 175 up to 350 for 50 cents. So that 2 times in the pick 3s are about $40, $80, and $33 10 times. So I thought that the 10 would be really tough, Oldie. I think the 1 is the horse to play underneath. I would box the 1 and 10, and then I'm playing 10 over the 1. That's my play. The 10 is the second EquinEdge pick, but I am boxing them.
Yeah.
I think both are dangerous in my opinion.
So I was in my ticket that's dead. I was 1, 5, 1, 5, 10, 11.
Come say hi.
Why does she have a new cough?
I don't know. What were you? My son's here. Come here. Come say hi.
Hello.
Oh, you
Well-
gotta come in. Right. I know. All right. I'll be done in shortly.
I missed
What were
one.
you? 1, 5, what?
1, 5, 10, 11.
Yeah, I really like the 10 Gregory's Pride. This horse took a lot of money, but I think the horse that is sneaky is the 1 horse on the rail. There's not a lot of speed here, Oldie. This horse might just send on the rail and try to wire the field. It's tough though on the rail, but
I mean,
I don't
the
know, we'll
11's
see.
a hanger, but is going to get the easiest field he's had in a long time.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, this horse is dropping. I get it, but I don't know. I mean, it only goes up to 8%, and like has not won at all of those win percents. You know,
Yep.
even versus tougher. That was my concern. I thought that that the 11 was vulnerable. I thought the 5 was vulnerable. I mean, the 5 is second off the layoff, right? But
Mhm. The 10's vulnerable too. I mean, that this horse won 4 back against non-winners of 1 and hasn't run well against non-winners of 2.
yeah, I mean, it's burned a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
I do think the 1 though, Will to Run, Oldie. I mean, this horse has run really well on the turf. I mean, look at this 68 ran for Colebrook at Keeneland, right in the 4 hole. So, this is the horse that is the sneaky play, to be honest. I think that this horse, I mean, on the turf, there's not a lot of speed here. This horse might sneak away, man, and just go and be gone. I think Will Tehran is massively dangerous. Like, I don't know why the pace shows so low and you have these cheap horses. This horse just has to break. And it has won at the trip, at the surface, or run well. Sorry, it hasn't won, but run really well in that 68. And this is 64.
So the other horse I like a little bit is the 7, the long shot.
Yep. Yeah. I'm just 1-7-10, but I could see it. I
mean, for me, it would be one. If I were putting it exactly together, I'd be 1-7-11 instead of I'd toss the 10.
All right, I'd be 1-7-10 then. So I box all 3. Actually, I did box all 3, and then I boxed just the 1 and 10. I always try to, Tony or Wiz, welcome, brother. I always try to at least keep my opinion. I think you have to use the 1 in the exacta. I mean,
let me tell you what our friend has here. He's got the 1 and 5 16 times, the 10 11 times, and the 3, 4, and 8 1 time. With the scratch,
he's got prices. The 8 scratch, but he's got the 3 and 4.
With the scratches, here's how the prices work out: 7.7K to the 1, 2.6K to the 3, 805 to the 4, 2.5 to the 5, $147 to the 8, and 2.5K to the 10.
Nice. Good luck to Brad.
Yeah,
definitely.
They're loading.
That's $192 wager. He builds pyramids.
Gregory's Pride.
All right, so let's see here. I'm just looking. We don't have Julian on any horse here.
No, I can tell you that. You got the sound going, Justin?
Yeah, can you hear it or no?
Yeah, I can hear it. They're off.
Sam Buru right out for the early lead. And here comes Axtell between horses. Zumbi down to the inside of the moment is up close in 4th in the opening strides. Will Tehran is 5th. As they head for the turns, the tip moves up from the 6th position. Legal Attack moves up 2 spots from 7th into 5th. The lane off the rail. Get onto the far turn, just 2.5 lengths off the lead. And then further back, it is Beat Oleski, who is 8th. Gregory's Pride is in 9th position. And Fauci broke well, but now settles out to the back of the pack and trails around the far turn. Up front, though, it is Zumbi.
Come on, one.
The way, opening quarter, 22.07 seconds, and Zumbi leads off the turn. To run has been sneaking up the rail, changes lanes to the outside, and then Axtell on the far outside. So with the run,
get up,
Axtell
1. 5 is gonna be tough, man. Come on, 7.
Late of the moment's way out on the grandstand side. Zumbi is still the catch.
3's gone.
Second, Will Tehran is 3rd.
Yeah.
It is Zumbi, Axtell.
I mean, it's not surprising. 1 gonna run 2nd.
44 to 1.
44.
It is for a 44 to 1.
Yeah. I mean, there was no pace, man. I mean, they ran 22, but like, I don't know. I was hoping the 1 got the lead. That was a bummer. So did he have the 3, Chris?
Well, I just got a text that said boom.
On the front
Oh,
end,
that's good.
Yeah.
So he has.
Was that in the turf pick 3 or what one was that?
Turf pick 3. Let me.
It'll pay massive. Like,
it paid 26.22 for 1 time.
And that's what he had it at 1 time.
Yeah, good for him. I mean, that's. I mean, it's that I didn't think there was. That's why I wanted the 1 to go. You know, that's the 3 horse was the 1% top pace, and Machado, man. I mean, just sat on the front end. I mean, good for him. 1 on the lead, and nobody was coming.
Got Golden Gate coming up, another heavy favorite here, the 7 Broadway Tiger. Top pace, squares everywhere. Let's see. Hasn't gotten the lead though before. It looks like maybe it needs it. We'll see. and then we can see the last at Chalkstream.
I'm probably gonna cut out after that race. With the last race, number 11.
Yeah,
I can't get you guys to hang around for my the close of my pick 4 at Santa Anita.
When in 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hang for 15.
All right. Well, why don't you guys discuss either Gulfstream or Golden Gate? I'm going to pull up Golden Gate here because it's going to go off, and I'm going to take a quick pit stop at 3 hours or so in. I think it's about time.
Put up Gulfstream. No, put up Gulfstream. Let's skip Golden Gate. Just because that's going off right now, and I got 2 minutes here. Okay, cool. That works.
We should say that a lot. Let's skip Golden Gate.
All right.
Well, we still don't have wheel pace. We don't have wheel pace for this thing, but Oldy has. Well, I think he had. Is he out or in? I can't remember.
I don't know.
I think he's out, but he had 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 13. He was all but one here.
And at Golden Gate?
No, at Gulfstream. Let me just check his ticket and see if he's alive.
What happened at Woodbine, Buffalo, Mike?
He said 7 moved up. Woody 9.
I don't remember. Was that where? Oh, the grade 3 race. Oh, the one that, yeah, I see that. That horse ended up winning. The 4 ended up getting second. Wow. Man, this Gulfstream race, I mean, I personally am not going to like anybody on the lead here. Occasionally that synthetic course can play differently with somebody on the lead. I don't think I see it with the 2, but Source has done it before, so that's good to see, but it's stepping up in class. I mean, really fast. I think the 7, Mongolian Apple, that horse might show speed, Chris. I think the 5 going to probably, I don't know what this horse might try to stock off the pace. I mean, the system likes the 4 and the 1. I mean, the 1 is top win %. Sig run fast boy, the 1 horse at 6-1.
So the 10 got DQ'd in that last race at Woodbine.
Wow. I didn't see anything.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, the 7 got moved up. That was crazy.
Chris,
I don't remember.
My 13 just took a bunch of money.
Here?
Yeah. It was when I walked away. It was 11-1, and it was sitting at 9-2 when I came back.
I'm going with the 11 here. Reyes, Barbosa. Win bet.
The 11 scratch.
And Wiz, if you're listening, did you hit any pick 3s at Fire Hills tonight? We'll have to see if he.
What about the 6 horse? Why not the EquinEdge long shot here? I mean, Babona. I mean, the source is 7-1. I guess taking some money.
I mean,
I want somebody off the pace.
We still don't have will plays. They're playing at parks here. Don't know why. They usually show them.
Yeah. So, I mean, the only horse I didn't like at all here was the 7, Justin.
I'm playing the EquinEdge picks. I'm just boxing the 1, 4, 6. I'm gonna box all 3 of them in exacta, and then I'm gonna play the 6 over the 1, 4. That's this is a tough race. It's a good betting race though, for sure.
What don't you like about the 7 other than Chad Lindsay rides?
Well, that's a big. I mean, he's an anchor at Tampa, and now he's at Gulfstream. But
he is an anchor at Tampa.
I don't like the GSR doesn't fit in this race. Needs to be on the lead, apparently. Losing a huge amount of GSR, going to synthetic. This is a turf horse. So there's a bunch of reasons I don't like it. 30-1 is nice. 40-1 now. 2 has now become the favorite.
Yeah, I see that. 7-2.
Chris, explain what you like about the 2.
The 2?
The 2. I'll bring it up for you just so I can remind you.
It's the best distance, for sure, at 1.70 miles for this horse. 3-star works. Been doing things well. You know, I can't really discount it, but what do you have?
Well, no,
this was the race. It was, the horse is on its form cycle. It wins every other race. I mean, look at it. It's like back to March.
That is kind of a funny, like, checkerboard type.
How many times do you see that?
I don't know, but it's a good call.
Yeah. All right, so
I like
going in.
I like the EquinEdge long shot over the 1-4. I'm just playing the EquinEdge picks. I think the pace is going to be too much here at 2 turns. Oldy, I was saying, like, I think sometimes on the Tapeta course, like, you get moisture in it. I think speed holds better would be my opinion. I'm not sure how true that is, but I feel like I've seen that.
They haven't had a lot of moisture there. I like the 5 a little bit here, and then
I still don't like the look of that turf course, man. I'm looking at it there, and I see like sod being pulled up.
It looked beautiful right there. What do you mean?
Yeah, you don't see it. Look at the edges there, and that there were other spots on there where the sod was pulled up.
Well,
it probably can't. I mean, maybe they just struggle to grow grass.
You see all that stuff there that they're going to run on here. That used to be part of the turf course.
I know.
Well, I know they had 2 turf courses. They should just kept it.
Or they should just run as one turf course and move the rail based on.
And they said, "Oh yes, we're going to put the synthetic in, and we'll only run on there a little bit of the time." And then,
well, remember originally they said when it rains, the dirt races would move on to the synthetic too, and they haven't done that.
No.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
They said a lot of things.
Pretty easy lead for the 2.
Yeah, like just I kind of expected that, but 24 is pretty quick. We'll see if this pace holds. You got to go like 25, even though this horse is loose. So we'll see.
This horse is 1 on the lead at this distance at this level, though.
Yeah,
he's got a long ass stride. I tell you that.
Yeah.
Boy, they're bunched up. What do you like here?
Well, he slowed it down to go 48-1.
Come on.
Nobody even got close, even with the slowing down. No pressure.
6 is going to try to slide up the rail, but who's that? Is that the 5?
That's the 5 and the 1.
Here comes
1.
Oh, yeah.
The 1 you got 9-1 on.
Yeah, I would love to see a 1-4 here.
Let's see if he kicks away or if.
I think I said the 5 earlier, but the 2's going to
The
win.
1's ducking in. Wow.
Yeah, form
It's gonna
cycle.
be tough, man.
It's all about form cycle.
5-2.
9 game run second. 5.
2-5. What's going on, buddy?
We got Santa Anita, Oldy.
We got Santa Anita. We're 6 minutes away. I have.
So what's the pick 6 pay?
Where?
At Gulfstream.
So that was another favorite.
What? No, it wasn't the favorite. What did you like, Goldie? I mean, you were alive, right?
Not in the pick 6. No, I was dead. I went out. Race 4 in the pick 6.
I got my old dog here. This guy's 14.
So I'm 2, 4 through 6, 9 at Santa Anita. Pretty dog.
2, 3, 6, 9. Is that what you said?
No, I said 2, 4 through 6, 9.
2, 4 through 6, 9. What does that mean?
Yep. At Santa Anita.
2, 4, 5, 6, 9.
Yep.
All right. Then we're going to move along.
Yep.
You didn't like the 3, the first time starter?
Looks like I'm not the only one, but
I know. 13-1, man.
but the 5's not getting bet. The 6 isn't getting bet. You know, all the money really is on the 2 and the 4. Looking
And
at
the
the pick 4.
horse, I mean, the win percent goes up, right? I mean, this horse raced on the turf last out and got off the dirt, right? Which it didn't want.
Yeah. But
top GSR, right? What about, I mean, the 5 horse? This horse, what's the odds on the 5? How's this horse 13-1?
14-1, and it's paying over $800 in the pick 4.
This is insane, man. I didn't even look at this race till right now. Wow. And look at the 6 horse. I mean, the 4 going to go to the lead, or is this horse going to try to rate? Is the 5 sending? I mean, wow. The the value's too much on the 5. That is wild.
Yeah, he first pick. Second time starter. I mean, the 4 and the 5 look like they're going to go.
One of them probably going to try to rate would be my assumption. Don't you think? You think they're going to duel?
I don't know.
I think one of them going to try to rate. The 5 is the sneaky horse. I mean, the 4 horse has been bet, right? I mean,
yeah. I mean,
it's taking the money. The GSR says, yeah, the turf. I mean, the 5 horse is a great GSR and a little bit higher on the turf, and maybe 6 furlongs. It's a 79. It drops to 69 here, but I think this horse is probably a sprinter on the turf. Off a big layoff, though, nearly year layoff for the 5. It's its first race as a 3-year-old.
Yeah. What about the 6 horse, the E long shot first time starter for Peter Miller?
Yeah, I mean, this horse is 100% live as a long shot in a GSR of 69. I mean, wow. I'm off the favorite. I think there's some good horses here that could improve, Oldy. I think this horse, I don't like it didn't win last out in a 46 SOR. I don't like that. And this race is a 52. And I think somebody improves here, in my opinion, would be my perspective. I mean, the 6 could win the race. The 6 is working well. I'm with you there. Also, the 9 is the first time starter taking all the money, right? With Rispoli and Carla Gaines. That horse is probably going to run a good race, too.
I'm going to roll with the 3.
On the whim? Yeah. I talked about that horse. I mean, it's a price. I don't know, maybe this is I like these races like this where you get all prices to try to beat a favorite.
A tepid favorite. I mean, you got between the 2 and the 9, those 2 are taking most of the money, and then you've got a lot of options thereafter, right?
Usually you don't see a firster take that kind of money
unless slowly. And this is a typical race where you would see people in multi-leg races take the 2, 4, and the 9. And then when the 1, 3, 5, or 6 or 8 win, they'll be like, oh my God, how the hell did that happen? And it really
I like
all the time.
I'm boxing the 3 and 5 and 6. I don't know who I would play that would be my exact. I don't know who I'd play on top here. This is tough.
5's been off a year, as MK in the chat has indicated, so that's suspect there.
Well, and you have the other Peter Miller putting the bug aboard on the 1 too.
Peter Miller has been cold as ice. right?
Yeah, Aguiar rides. I mean, the 9, Rispoli hits well, 27% for Carla Gaines. Fresu, though, rides the 6, right? I mean, Gutierrez is 0 for 21 for Freeman on the 5. I mean, the value's there, but maybe that horse can't win. The 5's the horse that probably hits the board, maybe. Yeah, MK.
Thanks everybody for joining. We're gonna wrap it up after this. Hit the like button. Log out. Log back in with your spouse's account and hit it again.
And as I mentioned, guys, I'm going to be having a conversation with Scotty. We'll let you know what the Breeders' Cup promo for
Oldie, I've been thinking a little about that, and maybe we should, I've got the Friday night class scheduled for Friday night. Maybe Friday night, Breeders' Cup Friday night. Maybe that should just be a show for Saturday. Something to think about.
Okay, so I need to talk to you guys about Breeders' Cup because I finally got the cheerleading schedule, and I might be able to join you guys for a couple hours on the
that'd be awesome
Saturday. So because I think I'll be home around 3 Central.
We could do some Friday night capping and some Remington betting.
Few jumps on the whim comes away in second.
I'm down.
And it's more
4 gonna get the lead. What's the 3
followed
3
by
on the
Seaboard
outside?
in the yellow colors moving up now to take the second spot as they get back to the main course. Hill 16 is racing in between.
Santa Anita is the only race course in the U.S. where
racing 2 clear
all the
on
first
tee,
sprints go over
and
dirt.
Smiling Ruler is at the back of the field. It's
yeah,
Nano
that's
Rose
interesting.
and Edwin
Other than
Maldonado
Moncton.
sizzling past the half mile pole with a 2-length
Moncton
advantage.
doesn't
on
have
the whim
sprints.
in second by 3.
They're all
And more
2
try
furlongs,
clear
remember?
cut third.
That's
Hill
a sprint.
16 inches up inside
Thanks,
of
Jason, for
Seaboard.
joining. Appreciate
That
it.
pair followed
Thanks,
by
everybody else,
Glorious
too.
Life.
This looks
on
like the
tee,
4.
starts to pick it up 3 deep.
Yeah,
And
this
a gap of
is
5
running
back
off,
to
man.
Smiling Ruler. They are strung out with a quarter of a mile to go.
I'll take the
Rose
3 if
still
the
with a
horse can
2.5
get up,
length
Chris.
lead. On the whim, firing big in second.
I think
5
Vasquez.
lengths
Come
back,
on,
more
Betty.
try
Get
third.
up.
They're a final furlong away. Mano Rose has to try and fend off on the whim. On the whim within a length.
Yeah, I think I'm dead
on the
here,
whim,
guys.
closing
Get up,
stoutly
3.
on the outside of Mano Rose, and he's got him. It will be on the whim, and Ramon Vasquez
well done,
pulling
man.
away for an authoritative score. Mano
call.
Rose second. Glorious Life was third.
I talked about that horse in the beginning, but you closed
16.
it out, man. Well done. There's a good price.
Yeah. I had 2 win bets today, or a few more win bets, but 2 winners, and they both were decent prices. So we'll take it.
I used it in the pick. I used it in the pick 3. No exacta, but the pick 3. So that's a great start. Good call, brother. Good job, man. That's a great price.
Yeah, we'll take it. Every once in a while, you find a nut.
Yeah,
it was a pleasure, guys.
I got to get ready for dinner.
Yeah, me too.
Always good to see you guys. It was fun. We'll talk about Breeders' Cup and get some things figured out. Thanks, everybody, for joining. Hit the like button again, and we'll see you all next time.
Michael Penix for Heisman.
Talk to you guys
Bye,
later.
guys.
All right. Bye, everybody.